Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am like feeling really lazy today. Holy shit. I've been like spending most of my weekends just like having fun and playing video games, and I just got started on like Mega Man Legends recently, and it's really good game. I really like it, but holy shit. Makes it hard to want to work sometimes. It's like one thing I always have to like look out for whenever I'm streaming, whenever I'm doing a good schedule, is to not let myself start my day playing a video game, or else I'll like obviously I'll not work on anything that day. And I made the mistake of like playing Mega Man Legends this morning. So it's just been like hard to be like super motivated to do stuff at times because holy shit, it's just really hard to move. Oh my god, it's really hard. But I still love it. It's still fun. It's just there's a lot of work you gotta make sure you start doing. So, fuck. Oh god. I don't know what's going on with me mentally right now. I think I'm gonna do a line art warm up. Yeah. I'm gonna set this up for a line art warm up. Mm-hmm. Alright, my brain is like trying to think right now. It's trying so hard to fucking think. Uh, post it there. Oh, did I? God, I did. Fuck. Okay. I've been getting better at posting this stuff more often. Uh, fuck. Okay. Oh, God, I didn't set my timer either. Okay, I'm gonna set that up. Open and paint. I think since no one's gonna really be here today, I might just, play some YouTube. YouTube. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna play some YouTube. Wow. Wow. Okay, where is it? Media source, I think. A nope. Not it. Die. Where are you? Where's die? Where's death? Uh let's see. Where is the thing called death? God, I fucking hate that thing. Oh wait, yeah, delete. Jesus. Remove. Okay. Gonna add. Where are you? Station media scene. Not window. What scene? I don't know. I don't want to know right now. Browser? Yeah, browser. 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 It's a me, a browser. Yes. Yes. I'm probably just gonna like play the Bomberman video, the whole lore video on Bomberman. Guy that like spent like 2 fucking. Wait, I'm not recording. Hey, Jackson, how's it going? I was thinking about playing a YouTube video in the background while wow, okay, you know what? I guess I well, instead I'll just probably play some music then. Just setting up stuff so I can and so we can all enjoy our time here. Let's see, where are you? Are you? What? Why is everything so weird? Why is everything so hard? Everything's so hard. Life's hard. Life sucks. I won't play the Bomberman video, but I will play a different lore video. There's one lore video I particularly really like. Fuck, dude, I'm so tired. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you? No, it autocorrected to a cat emoji. Oh my god. I'm good. I'm really fucking tired. And I am trying to like I've been like fucked. My sleep schedule's been like so fucked lately. So I'm gonna like play a video in the background while I do art. So you don't get bored. I will still talk, don't worry. And I'm gonna try to pay more attention to you, Jackson. I'm gonna give you all the attention you deserve. 100% and more. 110% and 112% more. It'll be really great. Damn, understanding. I woke up at 6 a.m. Well, oh my god. Yeah. Did you enjoy the stream last night? I hope you had fun last night in the stream. It was a lot of fun for me. Dude, setting up streams is like the hardest shit you will ever have to do. Because it's just I'm trying to like do this daily, basically. Right now. I'm trying to like yeah, I like the attention. Of course you like the attention, you slut. Oh my god. I love that is true though. The attention is a great thing. Ugh. Ugh. I'm joking. You're not a slut. Don't worry. I mean, unless you want to be. If you want to be, then that's good. My internet sucks ass so much. Why does my internet suck so much ass? I fucking hate my internet so much. It's so bad. Our new house tour. Wow. So fucking good for you. Yeah, I loved it. I haven't had a good laugh like that in a while. My apologies for the static though. Oh, yeah, you're fine. It's fine. You have like a bad AC, you said, in your house, so it makes sense. Yeah, I think maybe a better microphone would work, but no, you don't stream often. I don't think there's any point in that. Where is it? Airport Revo, Big Joel. No, none of you. Oh, yeah, Mega Man lore. Man. Lore. Oh fuck. Is it? Where is it? Oh my god, where's the other balls? I'm gonna be buying an arm soon as well. That's gonna be really nice. God, I'm excited. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Get ready to watch my hyperfixations. You're gonna have to deal with one of my biggest hyperfixations of all time. You're welcome, by the way. Paste. What? What?
We're not going to be able to fix this. No! Nobody dies!
The Flash.
Oh my god. Ooh, we love hyperfixation sharing. I know. Yeah, no, it's great. That's why I was really excited for you to draw on the podcast, on the stream. Let's see, where is it?
1987. The original Mega Man. Far World. Beginning. 1987.
Okay, so this is basically a Mega Man lore video, and you're gonna be hearing every single bit of Mega Man lore. You will be graded at the end of this video. This 8-hour lecture video.
The original Mega Man.
Okay.
The world of Mega Man is our world, set in the far distant future of 2000 and X. Kind of. In the intro to the second game, Mega Man 2, it says the year is 2000.
Fuck is my pen?
Although I believe the wording is a little ambiguous. It might be referring to the year that Mega Man was made. It's not clear. He might have been made in 2000 and X, and then maybe this is 10 years later.
Oh, don't worry. You'll pass, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, I should probably turn off the display. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Happening. The later games, I think 3 and onward, retcon that to be 20XDX. 20XDX, because 2000 and X was rapidly approaching, we are in fact well beyond it at this point.
Headset. Oh god.
And we didn't have robots.
If quizzes are quizzical, then why are tests?
We had pretty scary police state.
Fuck you.
Violence
Testicle.
robots. Surveillance drones. Let's not get into real robots because it's depressing. So we didn't get cool robots.
Testicles.
So they changed the date. They retconned it. 20XDX could still technically happen. Anyway, it all starts with these two bros. They're not actually bros. They're just guys. They're geniuses. Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. Dr. Light is credited with advancing robotics technology to create new beings.
Lamau. I know.
That are good at stuff. They do things like cutting down trees, building buildings, doing demolitions work. Creates useful robots that do industry. Dr. Light makes robots that serve humans. That's in the year 20XDX. It's an age where humans have helpful robots who do stuff for them, and the robots are happy to do it.
If you had a robot, what would you want it to do?
Day, this total dickhead named Dr. Wily, he has reprogrammed 6 of Dr. Light's robots: Cutman, Gutsman, Iceman, Bombman, Fireman, and Elec Man. They start going haywire. They start doing destructive things. They start being evil. And it's the work of this dickhead, Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily is another robot genius, but he's evil. He wants to take over the world, I guess, and he has reprogrammed the robots to help him do that. And that's the story of Mega Man 1. Okay. Mega Man, the guy. He is a household robot. Him and Roll are household robots. The manual doesn't actually even mention Roll. The Japanese manual doesn't mention her at all. The English one sort of gives her a passing mention. You don't see her until the very end. The very end of the game, Mega Man runs home, and you see Dr. Light, and you see Roll, and they're waiting for him. And they're
Alan, get to make me food. Yeah, Roll that makes sense.
Mega Man are household robots. Mega Man is a boy robot called Rock, so they're Rock and Roll. And then when, danger happens, Rock has a strong sense of justice, so he says, I'll stop the problems. And Dr. Light says, okay. And he outfits him in battle armor, gives him the Mega Buster, and he goes out and he does battle. I think everybody knows that in Japan he's called Rock Man. You know, he's Rock normally. He becomes Rock Man when he's in battle mode. They didn't call it that in America, in the West, because it just didn't read right. It read like he's made of rocks, or he uses rocks like stones, and so they were like, it's not going to work. They changed it to Mega Man. Good call. Apparently,
What's your least favorite part
an interview
of the art
someone who
process?
might have been
I mean, it's the line art.
maybe
That's why I gave
they
up on it and
were
just used
originally
the
going to
sketch.
call him Rainbow
Fuck.
Warrior Miracle Kid. Was a title
I think probably the
he was
shading.
considered for a while.
I don't mind the line art. I'm not
Didn't
good
go
at
with
line
it.
art,
Also,
but I kind
originally
of like
the plot of the game
how
was
some
gonna
stuff can look
be
with line art
Ruby,
when you do it
rescued
well.
Roll. She was gonna get kidnapped.
I'd probably
He
say
was gonna
shading
have to
because
go
I'm
save
not
her.
great at
But
it.
that's not what happens. Instead,
But
you just fight the
I
robots.
try to
and then
try
you
to
go and you
improve
fight
that
Wily, and,
lately.
That's the story. The English manual calls, it refers to the place where the game takes place as Monsteropolis. It says that, yeah, you've got to protect Monsteropolis from these evil robots that are leading hordes of minions to do harm. And I guess that second part is true. I don't know where they got Monsteropolis. No other... that is never a thing ever again. So let's make a note here. Let's use cyan teal here.
Favorite part is rendering because
And we'll draw a line
I like to do
here.
color magic. I want to
Say that he
learn how to do photo rendering more.
created
There was someone that made a video on how to
and
do
Rock.
photo rendering on
And
Clip
you know what?
Studio,
He also made
but then he took
these
it down
guys.
because then
Some
I think
other
they
serial,
took it
for
down
instance,
because
Super
it just
Adventure
didn't
Rock,
work out.
which is, will not
Which
be
makes me
discussed in
sad.
depth, but it's
Makes me very
sort of an
sad.
alternate telling of the story. Refers to them as like brothers. They like kind of hang out and talk to each other like they're brothers, like they grew up together. In a piece of writing called Dr. Light's Journal, yeah, he describes making these six, and the six sort of they get made in his lab, and then they hang out for a while, and they are like Mega Man and Roll's brothers until they get shipped off to, you know, go work in industrial settings. So these guys, they have
Sad
serial
indeed.
numbers.
True.
They are referred to by the serial
It's very
numbers
sad because it's
ELN.
he was the
It's
one
Dr.
person that
Light
actually
number.
had like interesting
They
stuff
are
to
Dr.
say,
Light
and he's
number
really good at it too.
003,
I'd show you right now, but I don't
005,
want to because
006,
I really want to get
007,
this work
008.
done.
I don't think they actually have numbers in the original game because I don't think they knew they were going to make a sequel. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Ben Saint here from the future, time-stoppering in to correct some egregious mistakes that I made in the past, set the record straight, or elaborate on something that I really should have mentioned in the lecture itself. To correct something like that.
What's your favorite part of it?
Anyway, right now I just want to say that the serial numbers are in the first game. At least they're in the manual. In the Japanese manual, they are numbered. They list Mega Man as number 1 and the rest as 3, 4, etc. They skip Roll completely, although it seems like obviously she would be number 2, so it sort of implies her without ever actually mentioning her. Strange. But yeah, they had serial numbers even in number 1, so I don't know, make of that what you will. I guess while I got you here, I might as well also mention some differences in the localization. In English, the manual says that Dr. Wily is Dr. Light's assistant. That's not the case in Japanese. It also refers to the robots as robot-like humanoids, which I would just call a mistake. I mean, they're definitely robots, so, you know, whatever. Okay, back to the time stream. Going forward, they will
I like to do
have
the shadows
serial numbers, and those will be their
when I do the
serial numbers.
rendering. I just zone out. That's nice.
I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the first game.
I've been trying to get myself to zone out more when I like
I think it was
when I
in
mostly just do
Ask Dr.
doodles
Wright.
for the sake of doodles.
Some of the Japanese media calls him Dr. Wright because, you know, Japanese L's and R's. In answering some question, Dr. Light mentions that Mega Man sometimes like to sip
hammer
on
going
energy
on?
juice while
Okay.
he's working in the lab. He's just
Is
like
it?
me for real.
Just Mike Lee for real.
Adorable. Okay, so Mega Man 2, or
Okay.
as it's called in Japan, Rokuman 2.
I hope you're paying
Dokura
attention.
Wairi no Nazo. Sorry to be back again so soon, but I feel the need to interject. In the Japanese titles, they are written with the Arabic numeral.
I'd say like probably my favorite part.
So you would think that they
The
would
art
pronounce
process
the number
is-
in Japanese, but in
Hmm.
all of the commercials for the games, they pronounce the number phonetically in English: 2, 3, 4, and so on. I don't know why it's like this. I can't explain it. I don't speak Japanese, but that's just the way it is.
Probably the line
So
art part
just
that I'm
wanted to
really
clarify
bad at,
in case
honestly.
you think
Because
it
it's really
sounds
cool to
you
like
hate it.
experiment with,
All right.
especially when I'm like
That means
experimenting and trying to
The secret of Dr. Wily,
get
or
it
the
down some
mystery
more
of Dr.
into
Wily.
what I
All the Mega
want
Man
it to do.
games, the main ones in Japanese, have cute little dramatic subtitles to them. So the plot of Mega Man 2 is very funny. It barely has one. Basically, it's just Wily's back, and this time he made his own dang robots. So how do you like that, Rock? Eat dirt, you juice-sipping kid. Fight my robots, if you dare, fool. So he does. And then you get to the end of the game, and you fight Wily in a cave. And the last fight against Wily, you go into this cave, and Wily is like...
Yeah, I remember when I did Queen line art, it can be...
around, and you gotta shoot
Yeah,
him
I remember when I
with
did
bubbles.
Queen line art, it was
And
the
then when you
downfall of
shoot
my
the
wrist.
enemy
Oh,
with
that
bubbles,
sucks.
a projector machine breaks and turns off, and it turns
You gotta
out
start
that
drawing with your
Dr.
shoulder,
Wily was
my dude.
actually behind a desk.
I'm not trying to like be mean. I'm just saying like it might help you a lot.
Just pretending to be an alien. I guess that's
in
the
terms of
secret
like
Dr. Wily,
keeping your
is
hands
that
healthy.
He's pretending to be an alien, or the secret is that he's not actually an alien.
Yeah,
even though
he's a stupid
there's no
cat.
reason why he would have been. Anyway, we
Dumb
got,
baby cat.
Metal Man, Air Man, Bubble Man, Quick Man, Crash Man, Flash Man,
Ugh.
Heat Man.
Oh, God.
Man. Yeah, later media suggests that some of these guys were based on these guys, like Metal Man.
Would you ever make
has
an
sort of
8-hour
using
lore video
designs based
talking
on
about Mega
Pac-Man.
Man
Crash
specifically?
Man was sort of based on features of both Gutsman and Bomb Man. Heat Man based on Flame Man.
I wanna
don't
do
think
that.
That was the intention.
That would be funny.
When the game was made, I'm not sure about that.
I've thought about
Games,
lately
there's
making like a
lot
lore
of
video
effects that will become
where I would try to
throughout
connect
games
all the
and
Mario
interactive.
games
A lot of them come from the Mega
together.
Man base database.
Like not like
collecting
Mario
some
Kart
of the
or like
data
Super
on
Smash
the
Bros
facts
stuff. Not like every
about
single game Mario's been in.
various characters, including Robot Man.
No, I would be,
But these
get bored
guys
trying to work
were
on
not
it.
made by
Yeah, that's
Dr. Wily.
fair.
So these have their own serial numbers. Well, they're numbered in the same sequence.
You don't have any like lore you're
They're
obsessed with at all?
Dr. Wily numbers. And they are DWN 009, 010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Not so much at first, but in later games, when they sort of redesign Wily, he will often wear like a purple bow tie and like a cloak with like a purple interior. So I'll use purple.
Oh
for
wait,
Wily.
wait,
I think he'd
wait!
look
I'm fucking stupid.
so the next game.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. What the fuck? Holy shit!
Well, it was called
I just realized I'm a
World
dummy.
in
I'm a
Japan.
Dumbo.
In English, they called it.
I'm a dummy
Dr.
Dumbo.
Wily's Revenge.
Holy shit!
It's on the Game Boy. It's basically just a remake.
The FNAF lore, I
of
guess.
1 and 2. They have
Also some Pokemon lore. Which Pokemon game do you like?
They just have like three from this game.
Like,
from
which
this game,
game
and you fight them again.
would you
They
go
kind of
over
remade
the
them.
lore of
That's
the
all
most?
fine. The one new thing that's going on in Rockman World is that Wily has a space station. In all the Game Boy games, he has a space station for some reason. In the NES games, he has like a fortress with a big skull on it. And in the Game Boy games, his final fortress is a space station. Before you fight Wily, the semi-final boss is this new guy called Anchor. He's this dude right here. And he was kind of, sort of, I think, going to be like Mega Man's rival. He appeared in a bunch of promotional material at the time, and it seemed like maybe they wanted him to be a little bit more important than he ended up being.
Nope.
But anyway, he's designated a Mega Man killer. His serial number is MKN, Mega Man killer number, MKN001. I would be remiss if I didn't.
Does my voice sound too down at all, or like is it hard to hear me?
Interactively later, because spoiler, there will be a few more Mega Man killer units in the handheld games. Apparently, Enka
Oh, wait.
is a sort of kind of traditional sort of folk style of music in Japan. So he is continuing the rock and roll theme that was.
It would be
brought to
Pokemon
the
Super
world
Mystery
by
Dungeon.
Animation.
Oh, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon World would be really fun to explore. I never played those games. Oh, I keep forgetting to add that to the list of games I need to play.
And that's Anchor. You know, I forgot to mention this when I was talking about Rock. Mega Man, if you're interested, he runs on solar power. He does. The bullets that he fires, the little shots from his Mega Buster, they are compressed solar.
Okay, thanks.
They can blast through metal. They're powerful.
Fuck.
You know, he's pretty strong. He's a superhero, basically. Oh, and he's made of a material called ceratanium, or ceramic titanium. This is a fictional material that, again, I think this was something that they don't say it in the game. This is something that they talked about in newsletters and stuff. They gave diagrams of him, what he looks like on the inside. Yeah, oh yeah, he's got a such and such processing unit, and his body is made of ceratanium, ceramic titanium. It's flexible like.
Okay, note list.
That will be referenced in future games, though. So I thought I might
Studies,
solar power.
games to
Also,
play.
I
Where
did
is it?
mention, his copy ability. Yeah, kind of the thing about Mega Man is that he copies the abilities of the bosses that he beats. This is why they were originally gonna call it what was it, Rainbow Kid?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Each of his different abilities. It's like a central mechanic.
I only played the
Here's
third.
what I found.
Jesus Christ, Siri.
It's I don't know. There's not really like a.
I only played the 3DS
in the
dungeon.
first game, when you
Tried
beat the boss, they drop
tried
a-
the others, but I couldn't get
you
into
pick
it.
up, and I guess maybe it's supposed to be like.
That's fair.
Brain or like their circuitry or their memory chip.
The Pokemon Mystery Dungeon always seemed the most interesting because I think it's like it's like an alternate universe, isn't it? Or something.
He just jumps up and goes, and it like absorbs into him.
It's like the
Whereas
Pokemon like
Pokemon,
run their own society.
What is he doing to copy? I don't know. He's copying the enemy data or something, I guess.
Oh wait, I
That's how
forgot.
He does it. That's all there is to say about that. Copying stuff's just a thing that he does. Mega Man 3, aka Rokuman 3, Dr. Wily no Saigo, or the end of Dr. Wily, question mark. New to this game, you can slide, you can press down and jump, and you can do a little fast.
Color jitter.
Very good. Makes you go fast. So this game has changed his ways. Light has forgiven him. You know, it's all water under the bridge. No harm, no foul. So they're working together. So Dr. Wily says to Light, "Hey Light, what if we made the giantest, most deadly battle robot ever for world peace?" And Dr. Light says, "Yes, I love peace." So they're building this massive battle robot for peace called Gamma. But in order to complete Gamma, you gotta go and get 8 energy elements or energy crystals. I think it varies between the English and the Japanese. And you get them from 8 quote-unquote mining worlds or planets. So yeah, in 3, you're going like around the solar system or maybe around the galaxy. It's kind of hard to tell because like Mega Man levels don't really feel like places very much. They feel more like levels. But yeah, you're teleporting to different planets. You never do that again. It's the only time in the series that happens. But it's goes by without even any fanfare whatsoever. It's just a thing that happens in 3. In 3, Mega Man gets his dog companion Rush. Rush is a dog, and he does things. In the last game, you had some tools that would let you climb
Would you do a
walls.
TMNT stream? Because I feel like it would be interesting. Like drawing them or like.
Can turn into a jet that you can fly on.
Yeah, I would do TMNT stream. I do like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a lot. I've actually been watching the show every season lately.
So these robots.
Yes, drawing them.
I guess
Yeah.
they were made by
I probably
Dr.
should
Wily
have
and
days
Light working together.
by myself where I just
That's, like,
doodle for the fuck of doodling
plot.
rather
I
than
don't really know like what
focusing on a bigger project.
good for.
I think that might be pretty good for me to do.
Original 6, they were made for
Oh god, I
purpose.
keep
They
fucking
were
this
meant
up.
to
I
do
keep forgetting about the whole
specific work for humans building stuff
attention.
and so on. These don't really have. I mean, there is some explanation
Ooh.
in the Mega Man and Base database about what
Oh.
these guys for. I'm
It
sure
is,
that it was
yeah.
brought up after the fact. Snake Man is good for like he's good at like
Oh, God.
wriggling through tight spaces, and that's
It's my 5-minute break.
I don't know, useful in some way. Needle Man, I guess he works in a mine. Like he uses his needles to like puncture the rock.
He yearns for the mines.
To mine energy crystals, so on and so forth. Charge Man charges electrical things, and that's helpful, as you can imagine, in this robot future. Yeah, I confused Charge Man for Spark Man for this whole section. I don't figure it out until later, so please bear with me and know that this guy is actually Spark Man. Thank you. Anyway, Needle Man, Magnet Man, Gemini Man, Hard Man, Top Man, Snake Man, Charge Man, Shadow Man. They were made by Wily and Wright working together, supposedly. So let me just update my chart to reflect that.
Oh, thanks for giving the stream a like.
Not build Rush. That's a light only project. This guy's Gamma down here, the big guy. So anyway, you go to different planets to get the 8 energy elements. But the robots that Dr. Light and Dr. Wily built together to guard the elements, they've gone crazy, and you have to fight them. Who could be behind it? So you fight them.
The fuck?
You get the things, and then there is a guy. You got to go through a bunch of extra stages where you fight this guy. I forgot to print him out, so I had to draw him on here. This little skull man called Doc Robot, and Doc Robot is a Wily creation, and Doc Robot uses the powers of the guys from 2. He has like Metal Man's
What?
leg,
No, I don't want
Woodman's
Velma X
wood,
Werewolf.
and
I want.
so on and so forth.
Oh wait,
Leafs.
I'm
Sorry,
the wrong one.
Leaf barrier. He just does that, and you have to deal with it. Oh, I forgot.
I want the other porn reference for my line
guy
art.
shows up,
Not that one.
and he gives a little whistle.
Come on.
I can't whistle, I'm sorry, I had to hum it, but that's the tune. And it's this guy. You'll find out later, but his name is Proto Man, and he just shows up and fights you for some reason. You shoot him a bunch.
Where is Rusty?
And, he goes away.
What are you talking about?
Continue on your quest.
Wait.
And then curiously, before the final, series of levels, the ones where you fight Wily. By the way, there's the format of these games is always each robot has
a guy. This is the guy in the video Vsauce because he looks the same. No, he's Vsauce but funnier. He's Vsauce. His Vsauce was funny.
You fight all the bosses again.
Wait, is this still live?
And then you fight.
That's not true though. Vsauce is very funny, actually.
And it's hard. Anyway, right before the Wily,
I actually don't watch Vsauce that much, so I don't know how funny Vsauce is. This guy more so like Vsauce does like Let's Plays. This guy does more so video essays stuff, and he just talks about his hyperfixations. He has has a Sonichu.
I don't know why.
Stream. He has a Sonichu video I could play. I never watched a Vsauce video. Yeah. I don't know if anyone has. I feel like even people that say they haven't actually watched Vsauce, in my opinion.
Well, they're called Joes. Some of them are.
That's my theory.
Joes. Most of them have a shield and a gun. Those are Sniper Joes. In some of the games, they have other things, like some of them drive trucks or drive turrets, or they're driving like mech armor walker machines, and they're all different kinds of Joes. And my understanding is that Joes are sort of like all-purpose, mass-produced robots in this world. Like Cutman is a specialist in felling trees, but Joes are they're like a guy, but they're a robot, and you might buy some to be your...
What?
I mean, I don't want to say slave, but, worker. Uncompensated worker, programmed to work for you forever for no money. But he likes it, so it's okay. He's programmed that way. At this point, I get distracted from the point I was about to make by a side tangent on the nature of free will as it relates to the robots in the classic series of the Mega Man games. So just let me say it now before I do that. What I was saying about the Joes is that later material suggests that they were based on Proto Man and Break Man. They kind of have the same eye. They have one eye in the middle, and plus the snipers carry the shield, so they kind of resemble Proto Man, and especially Proto Man in his Break Man form. So I don't know if this was intended at the time or if this was a retcon later, but there are suggestions later that, the design of the Joes was taken from Proto Man. And on the subject of Proto Man, since I don't think I'll mention it for a while, Proto Man's Japanese name is Blues, to go along with the rock and roll music theme. The robots in Mega Man do have
Rock and roll
human
McDonald's.
This is kind of
Rock and roll McDonald's.
They don't exactly have complete free will like a human. It's a little bit of a kind of up to your interpretation. The way that I interpret
Man, where's the Hello Kitty Lord AR video? I don't fucking know. That would be fucking pog. I would actually unironically watch that, because there's so much Hello Kitty, but there's so little the world knows about Hello Kitty. Rock and roll McDonald's! Rock and roll McDonald's! Maybe I am more active than I think.
But, I guess their programs are complicated enough that they might act in unpredictable ways sometimes, in a way that approximates a human being's capacity for change and free will and so on. They are ultimately beholden to their programming, but it seems like sometimes they can kind of act within loophole. They can sort of act within wiggle room.
Vsauce is actually a figment of our imagination. True. It's very true.
People, but in most ways they are like people in terms of they have feelings. I mean, they are sentient. They experience emotions. They experience sensations. They might have hopes and dreams, but they have the hopes and dreams that were programmed.
I see.
They have an interior life, is what I'm saying. They're not mere automatons. They are conscious. They are alive. I mean, not alive, but it would be wrong to kill one. For instance, Q&As and supplementary materials make it clear that Mega Man doesn't.
Oh wait, what am I doing?
He disables them. He damages them so that they cease to function, but can be repaired. Anyway, back to the plot of Mega Man 3. You get the energy crystals, but oh no! Once you got them all together, Wily steals Gamma. He was making the big battle. It wasn't for peace. Oops! And he steals Gamma, and you go to Wily's new fortress. You fight Gamma. You beat him, and then
these robots are complicated. Yeah, they have free rights. They should probably be compensated for their work too.
I'm sorry, mate. I mean, he doesn't say that because they don't have dialogue for it, but he does a theatrical, pitiful, like, oh, please spare me, I'm an old man. So that happens. You beat him. His castle's collapsing.
I think I'll make
then
a
mysterious
duplicate.
A shadowy figure jumps.
What program do you use to draw?
Picks you up, you Mega Man, from the collapsing building. But this is after a big rock falls.
Hey, where is it?
Dr. Wily, and he says, "Where's Dr. Wily?" Oh no, too late. And then he runs away. So this is Proto Man. Proto Man does work for Dr. Wily, and he
subtool and add to default lock reset to default.
I mean, we'll find out in subsequent.
I want to name it. I want to give it a different name.
Out there that say that
where are you?
At this point in the series, and he may be.
How do I rename you?
I don't really think
I'm just gonna delete it. Yes.
Do that theory, other than the fact that it sort of seemed like he died at this point. I mean, it's an argument, but there's not much else to it. There are times when robot duplicates of Wily occur.
I use Procreate. Been using it around 2020. I actually don't hate Procreate. I just need to be patient with it. Honestly, I need to give it more of a chance at some point.
Heated debate. Anyway, Proto Man works.
There's a lot of cool stuff you could do with it that you can't. That are like a little bit more complicated to do.
He's good. So, end of Mega Man 3. Mega Man wakes up in Dr. Light's laboratory. Dr. Light says, "Who brought you here?" It must have been Proto Man, and you hear the whistle. The ending of the game, it retroactively assigns numbers to the robots from the first game, and it counts them down from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, And then it lists Roll. Roll is DLN002, housekeeping robot. Mega Man, Rock 001, former assistant to Dr. Light, it says. And then it counts down to 000, Proto Man, new robot prototype, brother of Mega Man. Oh my god, your secret older brother, your secret older bro. And that's all you learn about
Crazy.
him for now. But there'll be more later. You know, Dr. Light made him, but he works for Dr. Wily, so I'm going to go ahead and give a little second line there. So, that's Mega Man 3. Next game. Actually, wait.
I use
Make
Procreate.
sure I haven't skipped
Yeah.
anything interesting. No. What the hell is Panic Shot? Oh, it's Pinball. That's right. Actually, I did skip Mega Man for DOS. It's not a good game, but I think it's technically canon. There's only 3 robots that you fight in that one. Sonic Man, Dynaman, and Voltman.
Sonic?
It's really hard.
Sonic the
I
Hedgehog?
admit I played it with,
Is that Sonic?
the cheat for invincibility turned on.
Have you seen the Mario movie, by the way? I've been hearing it's good,
There's a supercomputer called Krork, C-R-O.
but all the critics hate it.
Acronym.
Yeah, the professor and doctor should just kiss and their problem solved. There is a part that makes me wonder that at points, actually. Because, Dr. Wily's obsession gets to a really weird points.
This one's a little weird. Mega Man Roman numeral 2. That's, does this have a subtitle? No. The handhelds do not have subtitles. It's just Mega Man Roman numeral 2 or Rockman World 2. This is similar to the last one in that the most of the game is just, you know, they got some.
My mom won't give me the money.
They remade their levels.
Aw, I'm sorry.
On the Game Boy. That's
Mom sounds awful. Your mom is pretty abusive for that.
There is more to the story.
I hate your mom because of that. That's pretty bad.
So in Mega Man Roman
Pretty
numeral
cringe.
2, according to the box and the manual, Dr. Wily has heard tell that an institute called the Kronos Institute has created a time machine. It is called the Time Skimmer.
Called child support, JK.
With the
Oh,
idea
you said
that
JK? Oh, I didn't.
and kill
Sorry, moment you
Rockman,
said
Mega
call
Man
child support, I actually
before,
did it
know,
right
at
away.
some point in the past.
So, your mom's
None
gonna
of
go
it
to
is
jail,
all
so
just written
I
off.
don't know.
So he steals.
Probably
the Time
shouldn't have
Skimmer,
said that joke.
But he realizes that the Time Skimmer is flawed. It doesn't work.
Not realizing
He
that
can
someone
only
wouldn't read the
go
full
to the
sentence.
future. He cannot go to the past. So he's like, dang. Well, when life gives you lemons, you gotta make lemonade. What can I do with a time machine that can only go to the future? It can go to the future and back. It can return to the place you went from. So he's not stuck in the future. But he can't go before where he starts using it. That's the deal. So he comes up with a plan. The plan is this. In the future, after, I guess, Wily has been defeated or given up trying to take over the world, peace has returned, and therefore, Mega Man, or Rockman, has no need to continue to be in his battle body form. He has no need to be Rockman. He can just go back to being Rock. He's a civilian household robot again. He's been.
This isn't South Park.
By Dr. Light.
What?
So, Dr.
Oh,
Light
yeah.
goes to the future after the point where he has stopped
Yeah,
trying
you
to
just
go
tell them
forward.
that you molested them.
And
And then they did.
Rock is
Yeah, all I
back
do is
again.
call the police
He
and
finds
say
his
that they
future self,
molested
the one
me.
who I guess gave up or lost or something. And he and his future self conspire to get Rock, future Rock, who is no longer Mega
I
Man,
love that episode so
kidnap,
much.
brainwash him, modify him, and reprogram him.
Okay.
And that's what they do. And they bring him back to the present. It's 37 years. He went 37 years into the future. And that's when this happened. And I guess Rock still looked like a little kid. I wonder
Best
if Dr.
impression.
Light is still alive.
Molested
I
him.
don't know.
I love the Cartman voice. Cartman voice is top
Would
tier
Dr. Light-
voice.
Would Dr. Wily still be alive? 37. I mean, he's got to be at least like 60. I guess he could live to be 100. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Dr. Wily is still alive, 37 years in the future, and maybe Light is too. I don't know. But Mega Man's the same as ever. Rock, rather. Only he's been turned back into his civilian form. So they kidnap future Rock, reprogram him, bring him back to the present, and, you know, at the end of the Wily thing, when you fight him in the space station, whatever, you know, where last time there was Anchor, now, it's this guy.
Would you stream a South Park game? Yeah. Oh, that actually would be kind of fun.
It might be like
I'm currently playing Earthbound
I'm not
0,
really sure what the
but
name is.
after I'm done with, I'm gonna be playing the Earthbound games
This is Mega Man
and
from the future.
some other games. But honestly, I would love to finish
to be the semifinal boss for
Fractured Butthole.
Rockman World 2.
Honestly, that's
And
that's a
it
game I
has
really want to
a
finish.
robot jackhammer that he rides, and that's like his weapon. When you beat him,
Yeah,
you
I'd be
get that as
down.
your weapon, and you use it against Wily in the final battle. So yeah, you could argue that this is.
There's a couple game franchises I want to explore. I've been even thinking about exploring like the Bomberman games and a lot of other stuff. But yeah, I'm surprised they haven't made a new South Park game yet. I wonder if they're ever going to be working on like a new South Park game. I guess there's not a lot more for them to do. I'm planning to replay. Okay, fine. Well, if you don't want me to spoil it for you, I guess I'll just play that other game, whatever it's called, the Stick of Truth.
But Quint, no, when you beat him, he just teleports away. To where? No idea. Maybe he goes back to the future, or maybe not. It's unclear. So, Quint's fate, who knows? Mega Man's fate, but yeah, Quint, Mega Man. So how am I going to draw this here? Thus far, I've used a line to indicate that someone either made someone or influenced someone.
Yeah.
In the case where one character
I wonder if
literally is another, I'm going to use a black
Wait,
line
play
as
it.
the color
Stick of
of
Truth. I love. It's a good game. It's probably one of my favorite
All right, there we go. That's
RPG
Quint.
games
So remember-
actually.
Don't forget about
Weirdly
it.
enough, like looking back at
Okay, you
it,
know
I remember
what?
the RPG
So
mechanics were like
the
fucking
next game I'm gonna
fantastic.
talk about was actually not released for a few more years, but I'm going to talk about it now. It doesn't matter, just because it also involves a time machine. Mega Man: The Wily Wars. It was on the Genesis, and it's mostly just a remake of 1, 2, and 3. It has a neat feature though, where there's a sort of bonus mini set of levels that have these 3 robots as their bosses. They're based on characters from Journey to the West. The monkey.
There
is
is talk
Boss
about another
Rob
South. Oh
P.
god, what would the theme be?
Kappa is Mega Water S.
They already did.
and the pig
They already
is
did Lord of the Rings, and they already did
They're on the
superhero.
Genesis, and they're called
I
collectively.
guess you
they're
could
called
try doing like a
Genesis
Western
games. That's
movie
just
or like pirate
anyway,
movies,
again,
but
it has a time machine. I am not sure if it's
usually what they do is like what
might
was
be a
popular
different
around the
version.
time. I don't
But this time
know
you can go to the past, and the
what
reason
else
you're-
besides
the reason
superheroes
why
is
you're
popular
playing
right now.
1, 2, and 3 again is because I think it's because Wily has brought you
Maybe
back to
space,
the
science
past.
fiction.
He's
That
gone
would be fun actually.
back to the you. It's,
I mean,
it's time.
the first game was already
Crazy.
kind of sci-fi.
Mega Man 4.
It was like a huge
or
sci-fi parody.
Rokuman 4.
But that could be
is,
fun still.
A new
Oh,
evil
you know, I could
ambition.
see it
Dr. Light
being.
gets a letter
I could see it being like a
called Dr.
parody of
Thomas. Dr. Mikhail Kostakov.
post-apocalypse
Thomas
games.
Light
I could see that
is
happening,
Wily,
definitely.
based on Albert Einstein, I think, from his I mean, he kind of the hair. I would guess that Dr.
Yeah.
Thomas Edison light bulb. I don't know that for sure, but it seems obvious. Anyway, Thomas Light, Albert Wily, Mikhail Cossack.
Like there would be like survivor
He
mechanics or
has,
something.
made some robots, and he's like, I also am a robot genius. I am better than you, and I will prove it. I have made some robots that are evil. Why don't you try to fight them? And that's what you do. You know what? I forgot to add my handy notes. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're getting educated. I'll use like tan for Cossack. Let me get tan. Yeah, all right, here we go. So yeah, Cossack made these guys: Bright Man, Toad Man, Drill Man, Pharaoh Man, Ring Man, Dust Man, Hard Man? No, Dive Man.
Maybe a platform game. Oh, that would be so fun. I actually would love that if we had like brought platformers back.
Mega Man and Base will.
I want there to be a AAA platformer game.
A lot of these guys are.
You know, what if instead of me playing Stick of Truth or Fractured But Whole, I could play like the N64 South Park game instead? Because that was like a 3D graphics South Park game. That would be really fun.
Masters are a little bad. Like I read the database entry for Ringman. His only description is that he was made to kill Mega Man. Spoiler alert. Dr. Cossack is being manipulated by Wily. He did make these robots, but they were modified by Wily, so they are technically listed as DWN, Dr. Wily numbers. It's pretty inconsistent when a robot counts as a DWN. These guys were modified by Wily. They were reprogrammed by Wily. But they're
would be I wouldn't mind a South Park party game or something.
Maybe his modifications were more expensive than mere reprogramming. Maybe that's
I don't know. There's a lot. South Park is a series you could do like a lot. You could even make like you could even justify making like an FPS South Park game, to be honest.
Well, I guess it's not unthinkable that maybe while he was being manipulated by Wily,
they'd probably make like a school shooter joke or something
to kill Mega Man because Wily told him to. I guess that's possible. On the subject of retconning Robot Master,
I love Montana, but I'm doing this for our family.
No, stop it.
Signing this is a declaration of war.
facts. I just want to mention the one that.
Oh god, what would be a good South Park game?
And that is that Shadow Man from 3 is.
It would. Yeah, they would do a school shooting joke. Yeah.
This information.
Maybe like it would probably be like the abortion episode. Yeah, it's like the abortion part of Stick of Truth, aka the best part of Stick of Truth.
I think maybe his entry in
but like, oh, that would be so. Oh, that would be so fun.
Legacy Collection being a
where you have to like shoot up the school or something to like
and it also had a sort of
stop like a pipe bomb or something.
Like database of all the Robot Masters. Anyway, somewhere in there.
Oh no, they could do something. They could do something. I trust my boys.
Wily merely found him.
I know a lot of people hate
having fallen from space.
South Park nowadays, and I'm not as much of a fan of it as it used to be, but I don't know.
And they could not identify it.
I don't know.
Relevance of this? What does this?
I guess I don't really have an opinion on South Park nowadays.
But he might be an alien or a product of an alien civilization. I tried to find the source of this information because I thought, well, did they make it up? Did they just make it up for?
Maybe they do a Pokemon theme. Oh, that would be fun.
They didn't.
And now I want to play South Park. I'm trying to do my homework. I'm trying to do my job.
They're a blog. They've been posting for years and years since 2009.
I'm trying to do a job, trying to get a name for myself, and now you're making me think of just playing South Park. It's not responsible.
Is it true that Shadow Man is an alien? And Dr. Wright basically answers, I'm not don't know for sure, but yes, probably. And that was in 1999. And so it couldn't have been invented for Mega Man and Base or any of that other stuff, because that was all way
Lamo, my bad. You're fine.
That fan
it's not your fault.
Fact, in order that they could ask Dr. Wright
I'm currently on week 5 of my schedule.
I don't think it's in the Japanese
and
game manual because
and right now I'm trying to once you make it to 60 days of being consistent with your schedule, you're kind of set for life, you know? That's how you build a habit.
Because,
so I just need to make it a little bit longer.
You might have known this already, but if not, I should mention it. Most, or many, of the Robot Masters were based on designs that were submitted by fans. I think from 2 onward, people could just send in their designs for robots, and they would pick the ones they liked, and make them a boss in the game. I know they did it in 8. I don't know if they did it in every game. I think they did it in 2. They definitely did it in 3, and they definitely did it in 8. I assume they did it in at least all the console games between those. Anyway, the point is Shadow
Maybe the Animal Crossing style for
I
South
guess
Park
so.
game.
How do we know this?
Oh.
I really tried my best to.
Oh, I would love that.
And the earliest
Oh my
I could
god.
find was the fan asking
I don't know how
Dr.
many people would enjoy it as much,
So where did
but
he
I would
get
love
inspired?
that.
I just will never know. What was I even talking about? So instead of
Animal
Wally,
Crossing,
you
but
fight
like
Dr. Cossack's
South
cool,
Park, but like
looking Russian dome
Stardew
castle,
Valley
and
instead.
you fight Dr. Cossack at the end, and you beat him.
And you're like
And
growing your own pot
his daughter,
garden.
he's got a little daughter, Kalinka. Kalinka Cossack shows up, and she's, Mega Man, don't hurt my dad. He didn't do it.
Yes, yes.
And Dr. Wily had Kalinka hostage, but Proto Man.
I'm really happy
Proto Man
Evan
turned
helped me.
against Wily, and he said, no,
And
that's not
the
true.
messages aren't like
I'm
5 minutes
breaking
apart
Kalinka
from
out.
being sent. That's
That's
really,
what happened.
really
So
nice.
she's
Holy
free now,
shit.
and Dr. Cossack says, I'm sorry, Mega Man. I didn't want to do it. My daughter was in danger. Please go kill Wily. I mean, don't kill Wily. I mean, it doesn't say that, but go fight Wily. So that's what you do. You go and you fight Wily. There's another fortress, and you win. I almost forgot to mention this is the game that introduces Eddie. He's this little dude who shows up with helpful items. Dr. Light made him. He will continue to be a staple character. He'll show up in most games from now on. Just gotta mention him. He doesn't like say anything, I don't think. Rockman World 3 or Rockman Roman numeral 3 in English. You know, it's another one of these oh, right. Yeah, there's a difference between the original story and the Japanese manual. In the Japanese, Dr. Wily is jamming the supercomputer that controls daily functions and making robots rampage. In the English, he's drilling an oil platform.
Sorry, I'm getting like really
He's
into
taking
this
over an oil
drawing.
platform, and he's drilling for
Holy
oil.
shit.
And you gotta make sure he doesn't do that. Why? Whatever. Again, he's got a space station. You go there and you fight him, and there's this is MKN002, Mega Man Killer number 2. His name is Punk. The Mega Man and Base database, each of their cards, they give a little, like a like and a dislike. Punk's dislike is that he hates the PTA, because he's such a punk, because he's such a no-good badass. Or something. The next game that I'll mention is, Wily and Light's Rockboard That's Paradise, which is...
Where is the South Park MMO? They would make bank.
Monopoly.
I don't know.
Can't be
I know
Mega Man.
Family Guy tried making an MMO once,
You can be Light,
and that was really funny bad.
and I think you can be Kalinka.
I don't know if you
That's
can
it.
make a
And
good...
you go around a little track and you
I don't
buy
know,
Monopoly
I guess you probably could make a
pieces.
good MMO
Sometimes you
game.
can transform
Wait,
into
no one's
robots
tried to
and
make an
robots
MMO game
an
in a
effect.
while
You're
off of
building
like a
labs,
big
right?
property.
You're one of these guys and you're building labs. I think Kalinka...
Oh god, why is this taking me so long to
Alice is
do?
a princess.
Oh yeah, because this guy's so fucking
You're a man
detailed.
of science, but you're a man of business as well. You got to play the game of capitalism. You got to accrue resources in order to, make robots to help humanity. So you do, and that's Rockboard. I guess it would have been called
Alright,
Megaboard.
I'm
It
gonna
would have been,
take a quick break,
into English, which I don't think it was. I think
and I'm gonna go
read
piss real quick,
translation. This is the
and I'll be
it might
back.
be the only
Oh
appearance,
god.
it's close to the only appearance of a cute animal robot companion. He is a kind of a nasty, wisecracking bird that annoys Wily. The wiki tells me that Dr. Wily just made him one day when he was feeling lonely, so he made a bird to keep him company. I'm not exactly sure where that information comes from, but I'll trust it. And that's reggae. Mega Man 5, or Rokuman 5, Burusu no Wana, or Blues' Trap. Oh, I forgot to mention, Proto Man's Japanese name is Blues. Like the genre of music. It's kind of funny that he is red and Mega Man is blue. Why didn't they change Roll's name? I get that like the name Roll is fine and not confusing, like Rock might have been, but they changed everyone else's name. Bass and Forte are the most confusing example of why did they do that with their names, but we'll get to that. Anyway, Blues' Trap, or Proto Man's Trap. Proto Man shows up and he's kidnapped Dr. Light. Oh my god. I knew he was a villain, but he's gone too far this time. Despite rebelling against Wily in the last game and saving Kalinka, setting her free, he's showed up again with a vengeance, and he's got 8 robot masters with him, and they're causing havoc in Monsteropolis, or wherever they are. I think they just call it the city. Like, oh no, he's attacking the city. So Dr. Light's kidnapped, so Dr. Cossack gives you the news. Dr. Cossack is actually the one who modifies your buster to give you the charge shots, so that's interesting. What I just said is only half right, so let me explain the history of the Mega Buster, or the Rock Buster as it's called in Japanese. So in Mega Man 1 through 3, you just have the regular Mega Buster, which shoots the lemons, the pellets of compressed solar energy. Then in Mega Man 4, Dr. Light upgrades it to the new Mega Buster, which is capable of charging. So that's when the ability to charge your shots gets introduced. Although you could charge Heatman's special weapon in Mega Man 2. So it's not the first time you could charge anything, but it's the first time you can charge your basic shots. Then in Mega Man 5, as I just mentioned, Dr. Cossack modifies the Mega Buster into the Super Mega Buster, which is actually debatably worse than the new Mega Buster, because in-game, the Super Mega Buster, if you get hit while charging, you lose the charge. I don't think that's the case with the new Mega Buster. Anyway, beyond 5, in Mega Man Roman numeral, Dr. Light upgrades you one more the Mega Arm, or the Rocket Arm. Mega Man actually
I need to drink water.
Off at a rocket. That is the instead of firing a charged blast. That's the only game that ever appeared.
Okay.
This has been farther in the future. Correction. Actually, Mega Man gains the ability to fire again in Mega Man 7 in Super Mega Man form, either the Rocket Buster, Idiot. I guess it's the only thing that can hurt Star Droid. But
Okay.
in series,
Fuck.
In 6, they call it the Hyper Buster.
Oh, my head.
I think it works exactly like.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. Oh, JK? Oh, damn.
That's
That was gonna be my mating call.
Beat, which is this bird, and it's like, we made this bird for you. We made a bird for you, Mega Man, and this bird, you can call him, but you gotta collect the plates. You gotta collect the plates, Mega Man, and only when you have the plates can he use his homing. I'm looking for my marker. Can he use his sensory homing tracking device to find you? So collect.
Keep working on it then, maybe. Okay, fine. Can be so judgmental.
Guys, they're all collectively called Dark Man. I guess.
Honestly, I do appreciate the constructive criticism, though.
But you fight the
That's what I need in my life. Constructive criticism.
Proto Man, but his whistle sounds a little off, and when you beat him, he's fake. He's actually a Dark Man. He's a Dark Man impersonating Proto Man. That's it.
Oh my god.
And,
That wasn't Proto Man?
Wily
What
May
the
also
fuck?
did that. Anything else to say?
I also left my glove in the
I don't
bathroom?
think so.
Fuck. Okay, I'll be back. I need to grab my glove. Fuck.
Wave Man, Stone Man? Yes. Gyro Man, Nitro Man? No, sorry. Napalm Man, Star Man, Charge Man, Crystal Man? Wait a minute, if this guy's Charge Man, was that guy Spark Man? Did I mix up Charge Man and Spark Man? Oh, every time. This has been the future. Having forgotten to mention that at the end of Mega Man 5, the castle collapses and you free Light from jail, or from Wily's prison, and the castle collapses, and once again, Proto Man whistles and he saves you from a collapsing building.
Wow.
That's the second time. That's his thing.
Proto Man's so cool.
Back to the present.
He's so fucking cool.
I want to go to Proto Man for a second. I forgot to mention, Proto Man is, you think he's the antagonist of Mega Man 5. It turns out to be Dark Man impersonating him, but either way, you think Proto Man shows up and kidnaps Dr. Light. Well, not in the English manual, only in the Japanese manual of Mega Man 5 does it explain some more about Proto Man's backstory. In 3, you learned that he was the prototype original robot that Mega Man and all subsequent robots were based on. He's almost like the X to all the robots. He's sort of the progenitor that all the future ones were based on, kind of. You know that from 3, but in 5, only in the manual, only in Japanese, it explains that Proto Man's deal is that when he was created, he had a flaw in his body, some kind in his energy core.
Where is it?
Either way, he had a fatal flaw in his body that was going to kill him, and because of this, he ran away from Dr. Light's lab, and he was dying.
What?
And he was found by Wily.
Is it so big?
And
Why is it so
Wily
big?
modified him. I think gave him the helmet and the shield, I think, or at least gave him the shield. Maybe did something to his internal systems to fix the flaw, or at least to mitigate it. And I guess I would assume that he also maybe brainwashed him or something in the same way that he does to the other robot masters to get them to do his bidding. And I guess that was why he was working for him in his first couple of appearances. Later, it will be explained. I'm not exactly sure when. I know they talk about it more in Mega Man 2, the Power Fighters, but no, it was mentioned in one press release or another, in some newsletter, that the reason why he ran away was not just because he had a flaw and he was scared to die or something. It was that Light wanted to fix him. Light wanted to do something to fix his internal systems and fix the flaw.
What if South Park?
But for
What if
some
South
reason,
was Park?
it might have been the case, or Proto Man might have just thought it was the case. He believed, possibly correctly,
Everything to your
Light
south
did
is actually a
what
park.
modifications
It's
he wanted to
crazy.
fix the flaw. It would basically
If you make one turn,
and basically
anything that was there
is
to
basically
your
make him a
south
human
will
person.
turn into a park. It's very dangerous.
And so he ran
And
away
once everything
and
south is park,
modification done that would have-
all things will be
That's
park.
why
And
he
once
did it.
everything's a park,
Wily
nothing
did
will be
something
south.
else? I assume that what Wily did
And once
did not have
everything's
the
south,
effect.
nothing is.
Wouldn't it be awful if, like, he ran away from Light to avoid that, and then Wily found him and just did it to him anyway? I don't know. We just don't know. But anyway, in some later games, it is elaborated that, yeah, Proto Man has the shield. He has his Proto Shield to sort of compensate for the fact that his body is weak because of this flaw that he has. He has a low constitution. He is prone to mechanical error. So the shield protects him to mitigate that, is the idea. All right. Mega Man 6, or Rokuman Sixu, Shinjo Saidai no Tatakai, the greatest battle of all time. Wait a minute. Okay.
That was deep, thank you. My brain is
I've already
dead.
stopped, talking about these in chronological order. The Game Boy games... The Game Boy games are generally considered to chronologically occur between the different games, because each one has robot masters from 2 other games. They're each considered to take place between the last game where the robot masters are from and the next one. So I've been talking about them in chronological order. They didn't come out exactly in that order. They came out a little bit more sporadically than that, but it's all within the space of like a couple years, so it doesn't really matter that much. So whatever. I'm skipping to 6. It's fine. So this game has a totally different villain, Mr. X, the head of something called the X Foundation. You know, I recall reading...
He's a pretty original
those,
character if you think
Ask
about it,
Dr. Wright,
Mr. X.
Q&As, and someone asks, how does Wily get all the money to afford all his
What if,
robots and stuff?
What if
And,
West
I
was
think
way...
Dr.
West?
Light
What if West was
responds with
World?
something like, I've heard he has connections.
That's what I want to know,
to
though.
that mysterious
At the end of the
X
day.
organization. And I think this was a bit of a sort of foreshadowing promotional thing about like, ooh, get hype for the next game. Mr. X is the villain. Mr. X, who looks exactly like Wily with sunglasses and a beard, and he's the head of the X Foundation, and he organizes a tournament of the strongest fighting
What if
robots in
Michael
the
was
world.
Jack's,
And so
Jack
only
and
the
son?
strongest
Oh my
fighting
god.
robots in the
That'd be
world
so cute.
assemble for battle. Blizzard Man, Centaur
I heard
Man,
apparently Michael Jackson's
Wingman,
dad was a piece of
Nightman,
shit, and that's
Ant
why
Man,
Jackson
Tomahawk Man,
liked hanging out with kids so
Wind
much,
Man,
because he never got a
and
childhood.
Man. Yamato Man is
Just
funny
went weird.
because his Mega Man and bass database info says that his dislike is English. And
Damn,
think
I
it
know.
means that he doesn't like the English language, like he doesn't speak English.
I'm glad I had a dad
I like to
that
imagine
wasn't
he
like that dad.
anyway, Mr. X, he organizes this
Because then
tournament
I'd
for
just be
bronze
hanging out with
robots,
kids all day,
and then,
and I'm glad I don't do
he
that.
flips a switch or something. I think maybe he uses like a jamming radar signal. Well, the intro doesn't specify. It just says Mr. X took control of all the robots. I feel like I read in the manual or something that he used some kind of like radio signal to take over them, but like Rock resisted it because of his strong sense of justice. That's a thing with Mega Man. A lot of the time the game will specifically refer to him having a strong sense of justice, and that is why he puts on the Mega Buster and he goes out to battle evil. Yeah, Mr. X takes the robots and he says, "You fool, I've been manipulating Wily the whole time. I'm the true evil mastermind. Haha. Well, you fight him and he's Wily in a wig. And you know, that's it. Wait. No.
Michael Jackson having daddy issues.
Is that
You're.
you fight Wily, you beat him.
Imagine having daddy issues.
You
Wouldn't
put
be
him
me.
down. You're like, all right, no more of this crap. No more you.
I mean, I don't have daddy
no more
issues, I
you
guess.
pretending to be
At least
good
not in, like,
and
the
working with
abusive
Light
daddy
to
issues,
defend
more so
from
just,
Light
like,
and making Gamma or whatever.
things are
I've
awkward
had-
between
I've had enough.
dad
Going to
and
jail. And so he
stuff
does. And that's
times.
the end of the series.
We have
Wily is
literally
done.
nothing in
No
common.
more evil masterminds. Cossack is good now.
You couldn't be
Wily's
me.
gone, never
Yeah,
to
it couldn't be
seen
me.
again.
Yeah.
That's the end of classic Mega Man, I guess by some definitions. Those were the last. That was the last one on the NES. The next one, 7, would be on the Super Nintendo. But anyway, before that, let me just circle back to talk about Mega Man Roman numeral 4 and Roman numeral 5 real quick. No, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No, it's in Roman numeral 4. That's the one where there's a World Robot Expo, and Wily appears and he takes control of robots by radio wave, but not rock and roll due to their strong sense of justice. Oh, both of them. Oh, both of them have a strong sense of justice. That's interesting. It says here in my notes that Light makes Rock into Mega Man again, which I guess means that he I'm sometimes a little unclear on whether Mega Man stops being Mega Man in between games. Sometimes it seems like he does. Let's just go with that. Let's just go with he puts on the armor again. Is it a coincidence that the World Robot Expo and the fighting tournament, like, are those connected somehow? I don't think so.
How many Mega games are there? Oh,
They
God.
might have come out at the same time.
There's like.
Their plots might be somewhat similar.
Oh, God, I don't know. I think there's
I'm
like
not sure.
100 million.
No,
I actually don't know.
Robot Expo, Radio Wave, Strong Sense of Justice,
I-
etc.
I'm not. I've been thinking about playing a lot of Mega Man games, but I don't know if I'll play like all of them.
This
But,
time, there is another Mega
I
Man
know-
killer, the last one.
There's 11 mainline Mega Man games, 8
I'm not
Mega Man
sure
X
if that is
games,
supposed to refer to
4 Mega Man
ballad
Zero games,
or ballad like song. I would
and 2 Mega Man
that
ZX games. So
music, not dance. And this guy,
and then there's
a little
like
bit more going on with him.
7
The other guys,
Mega Man Battle Network games.
in this game, you fight him once halfway through,
And then
you fight him
and that's not even
again,
getting into like the arcade games and non-canonical
Then
games.
you fight Wily, and then when you beat
There is a Mega Man racing game.
these all-
There's a Mega Man game where you play soccer,
You're trying to escape
and
the
it's
airlock
great.
from the space station. The space station's exploding, and then a damaged Blade shows up and is like, "Hey, Mega Man, you were right. Wily's evil. I've decided I want to do the right thing. I'm damaged beyond repair, and I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna sacrifice myself to blow open the airlock and let you escape." Maybe kind of going against its programming a little bit, or, I mean, I would say it's probably not technically. I mean, again, robots in this period do not have true free will. If they act in a way that is unexpected or they were not supposed to, I think you should chalk it up to some kind of flaw or loophole in their programming, rather than them somehow defying their programming. That's canonical.
Did you watch the Mega Man anime? You mean the Mega Man,
Whatever.
like the
Ballet-
Western show? I never.
Somehow,
Are you talking about the Mega Man Battle Network anime? Like Network NT Warrior? Because I watched NT Warrior a lot.
and help you escape.
I didn't watch a lot of NT Warrior. What am I talking about? I read the NT Warrior manga, and I liked that one a lot as a kid.
Rockman World 5 starts out with.
I remember mostly the Beautiful Joe anime though. I don't know. I guess both.
And then
No.
Terra.
No. Have you seen an anime?
Hey, Rockman, heard you were tough. Die, and beats him. And Rockman's like, dang, I can't beat him. My Mega Buster doesn't work. He's not strong enough.
No. Oh.
You run home, and is it Cossack or is it Light?
Did you ever watch anime growing up?
Yeah, in the intro to this one, when Terra shows up, Rock is Rock, but he does like a little power-up thing. Like he just at will kind of goes like, huh, and transforms into Mega Man on the spot, which is interesting. I guess he can do that. Right, no, it's Dr. Light. Dr. Light upgrades his arm, and in this game, your Mega Buster is replaced by, I think it's called the Super Arm? No, that's something else. I forget what it's called, but you have, instead of charging up a big blast and shooting a blast, when you charge up your shot in this game, you shoot your arm off. It's like a rocket arm, and then it comes back to you, which is weird. But I guess that's what it takes to fight the Star Droids, which are the aliens, the alien species maybe related to Shadow Man? Terra, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, Neptune, and then the final boss.
Yeah, only the Pokemon ones. It was the X and Y anime. I was 8. Oh, damn.
It is revealed.
That's
At
insane.
the end of the game. I think it's at the end of the game, or maybe partway through. I don't know. Wily has.
That must have been some good anime you're watching.
In like an ancient ruin, but he
I remember hearing like the Pokemon anime got better at a later point over the years.
Blasts him away, and then you fight Sunstar is the final boss. Or I guess Wily awakened Sunstar, and that also awakened the other Star Droids. But they're working for Wily. I'm not sure if he modified them or if he tricked them. I've heard a theory that they might not be.
Yeah, the XY anime made me cry. Really? Jesus.
Which I guess
Must have been a good anime.
They could just be programmed to think that.
Anime's not good. As we all know, anime isn't good unless it's
Sunstar, you have a little conversation with him after you.
Unless it makes you have severe depression, clinical depression after. That's the good kind of anime. The clinical depression type.
We exist to fight and to eliminate lesser beings. And Mega Man says, nuh-uh, robots can coexist with humans. And Sunstar is like, well, maybe, but I'll never know, because I'm gonna explode and die.
Are you watching any anime lately?
This is the first robot supremacist, and that's a theme that will come up some more. Yeah, Sunstar says, robots fight, it's what we're meant to do, and we kill humans or anything that, because robots are the best, everything else sucks. Anyway, I'm not going to draw a line to these guys, because as far as we know, nobody made them, or anyway, we don't know who. Same with the guys from Mega Man 6. I didn't draw a line to them because they were at that robot tournament, and they're just robots from all over the world, made by various people, and Dr. Wily just stole them. So we don't know who made them. So no line for them. I do need to give a line to Tango, who is a cat. I think it was Inafune, just said he wanted to make
my fucking brain.
An animal companion that was exclusive to the handheld games.
Fuck.
Game, and then there were no more.
What time is it?
That's not exactly true. This was the last in the World series. And I think the last appearance of Tango, he might appear as like an Easter egg somewhere. Exceptionally minor piece of Mega Man lore is.
Okay, I have time.
All right. So I got a little bit ahead of myself there. In the interest of getting...
I was watching Trigun Reboot 1. I stopped episode 9 because I was in pain. I can't take it anymore. Wait, why were you in pain? Like, was it depressing, or was it like... Where is it like your wrist killing you?
Mega Man 6, Mega Man X came out. So, we're going to jump ahead to right here. All right, I'm back from my.
Wait, what happened in episode 9?
I'm gonna go ahead and draw a.
Oh, I'd never seen the reboot. Never mind. Don't tell me.
Cossack to Kalinka.
Is it
because
bad?
I see no reason to
The emotion.
distinguish
Oh, panic. Oh,
between
I'm sorry.
the relationship of making a
Oh,
robot
I want to
and
watch
making a
that
child.
one at some point. Is
What's
it good?
difference when you get
Is the
down
reboot
to
good?
it? In 1993,
Because I don't know for sure.
spun
I
off
I feel like I
into
probably would
a-
like it if
guess
I
you
saw
could
it.
call Yeah, it's a sequel series. It takes
It's good.
place
Okay.
100 years in the future.
The
in
priest
year
doesn't die though, right?
XDX, and it concerns.
Does he die?
the
Does he get hurt?
adventures Of X, the titular Mega Man X. The X does not stand for 10. So
Oh.
people were confused as children.
Okay.
I was confused as a child. I asked my mom,
Oh.
"What does
Wait,
X
did I spoil something for you? Oh no, wait.
Oh, so this is 10.
He's
No,
fine
think
always.
about it.
He's always fine.
That he
Nothing ever
is the
bad happens to
first
him.
Robot with
He,
human
he'll be okay. Don't worry.
free will.
Uh,
Equivalent to a human in terms of his
he went to a
ability
farm.
and make decisions for himself. He is not beholden.
He went to a farm. I
He
promise.
is
He went to a
just
farm.
A guy.
I already know about the couch.
And he was made
Couch?
by Dr. Light. What happens?
Is that his name? It's been like
in
years since I've
21
seen it.
XDX, a doctor, Dr. Kane, this is him. Dr. Kane discovers a secret laboratory or a secret capsule or hidey hole or what have you, and inside he finds an unconscious X in a pod. Or actually, he might have woken up by this time. I'm not sure. But he finds X in a pod, and he gets X out and he studies him, and he realizes, oh my god, this robot is fully transcends programming, free will, incredible. Dr. Light, he hid this research for this long. He was ahead of his time. He's a genius. This is revolutionary. Yeah, so what I assumed as a kid, because, again, I thought that Mega Man was a real boy who had robot parts put into him. What I assumed was that Mega Man, Rock, for whatever reason, perhaps the reason he had robot parts was because he had some sort of degenerative illness that was going to continue to get worse and worse and worse. So,
His name is Nicole Wolfwood. The
Dr. Light just had to continue
couch is
to
something
power
else.
and more of his
That's
body
cool.
with robot parts until he was completely
Who's the
made
couch?
into a robot in a process
I don't remember the
where
couch.
one imagines Dr. Light
Fuck, I don't remember the couch.
reverse
What couch?
Pinocchioization. So I thought
When was there a couch in Trigun?
Dr. Light had Ship of Theseus some kid into a robot, and that perhaps this is somehow
Was it comfy
connected to
couch?
the fact that the resulting robot X has free will, is basically a human being because he was made by this reverse Pinocchioization process. That was what I thought. It's wrong. They're not the same being, canonically. I mean, obviously X is based on Mega Man in terms of how he looks in his design. Mega Man looks like a 10-year-old kid. Mega Man, I think, is supposed to look like a teenager, basically. He's maybe made to look like 15 or something.
Not the
I'm
couch.
here to say
What's
that
the
Mega
couch?
Man's design was based on that of...
Was this in the original anime?
Based on that of Mega Man. And to show that Dr. Light created X. So, yeah, Dr. Light built X, and he sealed him away in this chamber for diagnostic testing purposes. X had to remain sealed away in this tube with diagnostics being continually run on him for 30 years in order to fully test and double test and check and double check and guarantee that all his systems were operational and that he was immune to any flaws.
The manga, actually. I haven't watched the OG anime. Oh.
Found him after that was complete.
Okay.
He, revived him, studied him.
That's the couch.
Wow, I can't believe
I haven't seen that anime since,
what
like,
he's doing.
high
This is
school.
crazy. You know what we need? A whole race of these things. Getting choked up thinking about the tragedy that's about to occur. He said we should make, hey, what if we made an indefinite number of these things? What if we just started production? What if I copied Dr. Light's technology exactly? But, we can't do the 30-year diagnostic testing phase. No. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If I wanted to be generous to Dr. Kane. It might be the case that once the diagnostics had been performed, it was proof that yes, the technology works, and that you might be able to take that as, okay, if we replicate X, it is functional, it works. So you might not need to do it on every Reploid, you might just be able to diagnose the prototype, and that might suffice as proof that further iterations would be diagnostically sound. But since that proves not to be the case, it's pretty easy to be like, hey, Dr. Kane, why did you do this? It's pretty easy to blame Dr. Kane. And I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about whether he deserves it or not. He definitely made some mistakes. So anyway, he revives X, and then he uses what he learns from studying X as the basis for a new assembly line, basically. He just starts mass-producing these beings
Google?
that are called Reploids.
Google. Not right now. I'll do it during my break.
Replica androids. Reploids in English.
Oh my god, my brain. Fuck.
That X was the basis for, and Dr. Kane was the original creator of the entire race of Reploids, which all of these characters for the X series, they're all Reploids. And most characters going forward will also be, but I'll explain more about that later. We'll get there when we get there. So, first game, Mega Man.
Okay.
The game came with a guide.
Which I do this in a minute.
A little journal of Dr. Kane. And Dr. Kane describes finding X. He describes studying him, using him as the basis to start creating Reploids. Within a couple months of starting to create Reploids, there start to be issues, because sometimes Reploids just go crazy. And of course, they're super strong robots. No human is a match for a Reploid. So when one goes crazy, it's really bad. And it's not clear why. I mean, one, they weren't subject to the same diagnostic process that X was, so that's potentially the source of the issue. I mean, I guess they're just like humans. Sometimes humans just go crazy. Sometimes humans become violent or insane or whatever. So, I mean, in that way, they're like us. But with Reploids, it's like really dangerous because they're super powered robots. So that's bad. So they label robots that go crazy. They label them Mavericks. In English, Mavericks. In Japanese, they're called Irregulars. But it just means a robot that. I mean, what it means is a little bit nuanced. Being a Maverick is really a social construct. What is a Maverick? A Maverick is whatever people think is a Maverick. Gone crazy, become violent, hurts people. I mean, it might just be any Reploid that commits crimes, like a criminal. It's basically like calling someone a criminal. They've stopped abiding by the rules of society. Sometimes it's used to mean that you have hurt humans, you've harmed humans. But I think you could probably extend the definition to be if you do anything to a human, even if it's not violent. If you steal from a human, maybe you could be called a Maverick for that. If you just disobey the rules of society, become unruly, or whatever. What constitutes being a Maverick is pretty much open to interpretation. But that's the gist of it. Sometimes robots behave and or go crazy, and those are... I don't know why I keep calling them robots. They're Reploids. I mean, Reploids are robots, but, you know, it's important. They're not any robots. There are regular robots still in the future. They're called...
Oh god, my brain.
Mechanaloids are just any
my brain. Fuck.
being that is not of human-like...
I'm looking up the couch.
Like a Reploid. So, Kane describes all this, and he describes how certain Reploids start going crazy. So they create an organization called the Maverick Hunters, which is basically just a few Reploids basically form a little paramilitary squad that exists to respond whenever a Reploid goes Maverick, and hunt them down, stop them, probably kill them. They're robot cops, basically. I'm not usually a fan of cops, but I feel like in this case, something had to be done. Something had to be done when these robots are on the rampage. Yeah, not to belabor the point or anything, but I don't want to get made fun of in the comments, so let me just clarify what I mean. The reason why I like Maverick Hunters, I think they're alright, even though they're kind of is that they do pretty much what I think cops should do in the real
Alright, what is it?
At least as far as we see, only respond
Trigun.
to violent crime. They
Oh,
think
thanks. I
themselves
really appreciate it.
way
I'm gonna probably finish it up tomorrow,
and limb.
next stream,
With X, the Mega Man series
but
boldly
I'm gonna have to stop right now to
cops were good.
work on my
Back to the lecture.
commission.
Speaking of robots,
Oh god, my fucking head
how
hurts.
could I have forgotten to mention Mega Man
Alright,
3,
Trigun
robots are revolting
couch.
on dogs. It's not on. I'm sorry, Shark Man and
Oh,
etc. You're getting left by the wayside. Krork comes back. It's with a mysterious figure.
now I'm sad.
That's who it is. But anyway,
Yeah.
describes all this.
Okay. Yeah. Now I remember.
Mostly under control because the Maverick Hunters are doing their job. They are led
Yeah.
by one of the strongest.
I remember now.
His name is Sigma. He is the commander of the
Fuck.
Maverick Hunters. He's in charge. He's the top cop. And he says,
Fuck.
well, he's a very good robot.
I'm not
He's
happy
top
now.
of the line. He's an unsinkable ship.
Damn.
His systems are so advanced. There's no way Sigma.
Wait,
would go Maverick.
is his?
Sigma goes
Does he have
Maverick,
beard hair?
and
When did he get
takes
beard
all
hair?
the other, well, not all of them, but he takes many of the.
Jesus.
Other,
It looks really different.
irregularities
Wait,
and
is this
they all
also
keep the
Trigun?
Maverick together. Sigma seems to feel much like Sunstar.
It's Tales of the
Sigma
Abyss.
seems to feel that humans are inferior, Reploids are better. Why are we protecting the humans? Why are we listening to humans? Why do we coexist with the humans?
Oh, it's anime
So
game.
he, starts to do.
I guess I could probably
Bring
play a
with
game
him.
for a tiny bit.
This guy's name, in Japanese, his name is Vava. In English, he's called Vile. He's the guy who you fight at the beginning of X, the iconic battle against him in the mech suit that you can't win. I'm getting ahead of myself, but he tells X, "You're literally just a metal guy. I'm a machine designed for war. I'm a combat Reploid. You can't beat me." This is the thematic. This is the thematic moment. Among the Reploids that go with Sigma and become Maverick are Chill Penguin, Spark Mandrill, Armored Armadillo, Boomer Kuwanger, Launch Octopus, Sting Chameleon, Storm Eagle, and Flame Mammoth. They are bad. So
Maybe I won't have time to do that.
comes the new
God, my head
of
hurts.
the Maverick Hunters after Sigma defects. X also joins the Maverick Hunter. I'm not sure if he had joined before that or if he joins after Sigma.
What should I do right now?
Revolts. But either way, at the time of the game,
It'd be a good thing to do right
Play
now.
as X, you're with Zero.
We don't really have any
X
time
is
to do anything.
more powerful than you. But X has infinite
Hmm.
potential. Zero is stronger. Zero has better weaponry. Zero can beat Vile's mech suit by himself. Vile is a war machine designed for war, whereas X is just a guy. He's a civilian model. But
I'm gonna run around
has
in
infinite potential.
Legends.
X also has the guidance of I forgot to print him, so I drew this crude little hologram Dr. Light. Dr. Light left behind capsules with temporary upgrades for X, armor upgrades.
Oh my God,
things
my
that would
brain.
power him up that he can find. And Dr. Light left little messages behind for him, telling him, I designed you.
Oh, my brain feels whiplash.
But I
I
knew
don't know
that
why.
war might happen, and so I left these behind just in case you ever needed them. It's very sweet. It's like his dead dad left him little gifts. Thought you might need this one day. Oh yeah, he's dead, by the way. In case that wasn't clear, this is 30 years later. Dr. Light's dead. Wily is dead. I think even Cossack is dead. I mean, everyone's dead. Like it's not 30 years after Mega Man. It's 30 years after X, after Dr. Light made X, which was like the last thing he did. This is elaborated on a bit later, but that's the deal. Anyway, you fight the Mavericks, you fight Sigma, you beat Sigma. Zero dies, right? In a rematch with Vile, Zero has to blow himself up.
This isn't Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I'm sorry.
Get you the upper
Wait,
hand
is there Hello Kitty games
and he just
I could buy?
dies. And that's
That would be
it.
really
He
funny.
was a cool guy. We'll miss him.
That'd be really fun.
Unfortunately, which is too bad because that was Keiji Inafune's favorite design. In the production notes for Mega Man X, he shows his concept art. X was originally going to have like a popped collar. He had like a greaser popped collar design. Pretty funny. But yeah, Inafune designed Zero and he was like, man, I love this character design. This
I have
is
like
cool. He wanted him to be the main character.
Wait.
But he thought it would be hard to sell Capcom on.
Yeah, I have a little bit of time.
When he presented his concept art for approval, he showed them X, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the new Mega Man." And then he kind of was like, "Oh, and there's this guy too." And they, according to him.
Listen, Hello Kitty Island Adventure will be the fourth entry in my Let's Plays. Okay. I promise you, Hello Kitty Adventure is on the way. What the fuck happened? Oh. Okay. Whoop. I know. I make good promises.
Good luck.
Let's see. Hey, look, Jackson, you're on the stream. Isn't that fucking great? Are you fucking happy to be on stream again? It's so great to see you. After all this time, how have you been? It's great to see you in the flesh. Hello Kitty Island Adventure stream is not a want, it's a need. That's true. Fucking true. I'm gonna fucking kick my sister. I have a weird attraction towards.
Oh. If you can't find any parts in town, I guess we'll have to try digging for it.
Wow. I am on Steam. I know.
That might take a while. Which means... Huh? Mega Man, what's that? It looks like a weapons upgrade module. Oh, this? Yeah, the junk store man gave it to me.
Attraction to what? So,
We could use this card to hook it up.
they're like adopted siblings.
You mean we can use this card?
But, in second game, they end up having a romance with each other. But it's okay, because they're adopted siblings, and not real siblings, so...
There, it's ready.
So it's okay. It's okay. They're not biological siblings. It's really weird, yeah. It's kind of fucked up. It's really fucked up, dude. Dude, Japan, like, has a really weird obsession with, like, incest. I don't know why. I mean, I guess we do too, right now, with, like, hentai, but, like, we don't put it into, like, our kids' games, at the very least. I like to think it's kind of nice that we don't put incest in kids' games. I think it's kind of weird when you do that. I don't want my children being exposed to that kind of degeneracy. Where is it? The bar is low. True. It's really sad. It's really bad. Like, you could say America's bad all you want. And you know, to a certain degree, yeah, it definitely is. But, you know, we don't do incest stuff. And that, you know, I think that's something to take pride in. Temtem. Okay. I'm having to, like, do so much shit right now. Yes. No!
Just drop them in front of an oncoming enemy and boom!
Okay.
Just remember, there's a limited number of mines, so make sure you use them sparingly.
Okay.
Do you want me to explain what this weapon does again?
No. I really like this old, shitty PS1 voice acting. It's like tone-deaf, ass voice acting. I really do love it, unironically.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you so I could give you this. Your citizen's card.
Your citizen's card.
Now you'll be able to use the city gates.
Thank you.
There are some gates that can't be opened, but...
Why's that?
Pirates. We've received information.
Oh my god, we have pirates. It's like South Park.
Evacuating the civilians and locking the gates.
True.
Pirates?
I'm really glad to watch these games and know that I too can voice act if I want to.
Well, I'm sure you've heard the announcements about the pirates. If I see him, I'll make sure he gets to a safe place. If you'll excuse me.
What a guy. What a guy. He's nice.
I'm worried about Gramps. I hope he'll be okay.
I'll go look for him. You wait here.
Okay, Mega Man. Be careful.
And that's literally all the time I have. Fuck. Okay, I now need to go. JoJo reference? No. South Park reference? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Is that a South Park reference? I love playing games for 12 seconds. It's my favorite hobby. Oh, yeah. Look at this fucking monkey. It's fucking great. Monkey. Yeah. So this game is tank controls, by the way. So you're welcome for being able to look at a game that has tank controls and graphics like this. I would love an open world game that looked like this, to be honest. I think we need more open world games that look like this. I think I would like God of War more. Yeah. I think I would like God of War more if God of War looked like this. Maybe I would have played God of War if it looked like this. And they had monotone voice. I'm a Pokemon fan, so this looks cool. Yeah, it does look better than most Pokemon games. I will agree, actually. The standards for 3D graphics that Pokemon gives doesn't give high standards. Not gonna lie. See. Like, I don't know, if they brought back Legends and it didn't look, if it didn't have, like, this weird, almost paper-thin 3D art graphics, it's better than the 3D games. I know, it's really bad. 3D Pokemon, I feel bad for Pokemon fans, to be honest, because they have so much love for the franchise, but I feel like the franchise doesn't love them back as much. Like, I feel like the franchise kind of just like the franchise is that girlfriend that takes her partner. The Pokemon franchise is kind of like a partner that takes their other partner for granted and doesn't realize that you need to put effort into it. But also, they're kind of right, because the partner that they're treating like shit doesn't feel like there's anything else for them in the world, you know? That's how I feel about the Pokemon fan base. Ugh. People just keep buying the same fucking game over and over. And Pokemon proved it. This is true. The Pokemon life is a toxic relationship. True. I do wonder if they're all like, kind of like with Call of Duty, if there'll eventually be like a shooter game or a different kind of like another like monster collector game that will like force Pokemon to actually like push itself in a better direction. Kind of like with Call of Duty and like Battlefield 1 came out. I wonder if they'll like, did they? Oh fucking no! I'm tired. Like, Yeah, I hope there's gonna be like at least some monster fighting game that will actually like push the genre of the monster collector game. Whatever it's fucking called. I don't give a shit. Anyway, it's time to work. Oh god. I'm gonna like let myself just do a tiny bit of a doodle. And then I'll the new Pokemon games are so fun, but the graphics are so average. Yeah, it's really bad. Like, it's really bad how they treat it graphically. And you know they can make it look good. Like, Artemis looks really fucking good, honestly. Like, that's what confuses me. Like, God, I'm gonna be distracted right now. I'm on the clock, but what? Wait, what was the Pokemon game? Arceus game. Yeah, this game looked pretty good. I like the look of this game. It was kind of like more stylized and had something. Oh, maybe it didn't look that good. Maybe it didn't look like amazing or anything, but it had something more to it than like other Pokemon games. And I was excited about this game because I thought this was like just gonna be their next step into like Pokemon. But then Pokemon, which game came out? What's the latest Pokemon game? Robot and Dino? What is it? Do you know? What's the Pokemon game that just came out last year? And had dinosaurs and robots. And you choose if you want a dinosaur or a robot. What's the name of it? Scarlet and Violet? Okay. Like, look at this shit. You know, maybe all the Pokemon games look like shit. They just need a new art director, I guess. I don't know. We need more effort. They only ever get like I know they only ever get like a year to make these games, but like I feel like there could be like a lot more to be done. There's a lot more you could do to make these games better. Jesus. Okay, I need to get off. Fuck. I need to work on my job. Violet because I like robot. That's why I've thought about getting Violet. I'm not gonna buy the game, to be honest, because again, I don't really want to support Pokemon personally, because until they do like something good. Also, I've like no money. But I don't really want to buy Pokemon, honestly. I just don't like it. I might buy it. I was gonna buy Arceus, but then I heard the story. While the gameplay was really good, the story became like kind of a drag over time, and it prevented you from having like fun in it. I can't stop. It's like a drug. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. What? Is that? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I saved them all in the same layer. I saved this all in the same layer. I saved all of this on the same layer. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Okay, I guess I'm done with the structure part of it. And I'm gonna work on the design, I guess. Fuck me. I'm an idiot. Fuck. God damn it. Motherfucker. I'm so angry. Fuck, dude. This sucks. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm doing a podcast tonight. Like, I need to message Gracie. No. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to do. I know myself better than that. I know how my brain work. And my brain ain't winning tonight. So holy shit, why do I have 7 notifications? And I can check them all later after I'm done with this. Where's the art? How about don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, huh? You thought about that? Just a sec. What the fuck? Oh, you're right. Display. Sorry, my brain isn't working too good. So yeah, like look at this. All this from the last time was all saved on the same layer. I ruined my life. I literally ruined my life. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the video and then I'm gonna continue with this. I need to grab a couple references.
Said like, oh, red? Yeah, that's fine. Like, you can have a red one too, I guess. He wanted him to be the main character, but if he couldn't have that, he decided to make him like the real main character, like the one that gets all the cool scenes. And indeed, that's Zero. He's the cool guy who's way more tougher and morally ambiguous than you throughout the series. So yeah, Zero dies and you beat Sigma, but then in a final credits scene, you get a little message from Sigma that's like,
oh my god. Ugh.
So
Where am I?
it's not over. The year after that, X2 came out, but also Mega Man Soccer, which I don't know. It's soccer.
Alchemy.
I might just not understand soccer, but I could not beat a single match, and I hated it. It's not a good game, but it's funny. It's funny that it exists. The plot of it is just Wily's back. He has the Robot Masters, but instead of trying to take over the world, he's decided to hijack a soccer
where is it?
and win it.
Wait, do I have it saved?
Because I guess he's not just a mad genius. You know, he's also a sportsman. And you, Mega Man, you're like, no, I won't have it. For my strong sense of justice won't let me allow Wily...
Finally, the Furrier. I know, true, it's so good. I have delivered. But once I fucking get this reference I had a while ago, and I can't fucking find it.
4 guys. These 3 guys, I guess they were also Sigma defectors. You know, they were Team Sigma.
Where is it?
They are called the X-Hunters, or they call themselves that.
Look at their drip, by the way. Like, seriously, look at that guy's drip. I'm sorry, I can't get over this guy. I've watched this video so many times, if you don't know this. I love this man's drip. I love my boy's drip. He looks so fucking good in that suit. It's such a stupid design, but like, fuck, man. Look at it. Look at that shit. It looks so fucking good. The purple dude, he looks goddamn hot. I don't know. He's just really hot. Mega Man characters walk so... JoJo's could run. True. That's so true. Okay, let me...
They are called the X-Hunters, or they call themselves that. They have collected pieces of Zero's body, and they are going to put him back together.
Where is it?
Reconstruct him, and also they're going to kill X, because they don't like X. They're going to put Zero back together, but make him work for them, somehow. And you have to stop them. There's some more Reploids. I guess they're just more Reploids that also defected along with Sigma. Basically, just more of this crop. Most of them were also Maverick Hunters. Not all of them. I remember this might be like a later thing. This might have been made up for Maverick Field Hunter's Guide book or something like that. I don't think this is ever said in the game, but I did read that Wire Sponge is actually made in a Reploid production facility run by Sigma. So by this point in time, Sigma has built Reploid creation facility. So he's not just infecting, or spoiler, he's not just converting, existing Reploids. He's producing his own.
Is it?
On his side. So that's bad. And Wire Sponge is one of these.
He's like
Anyway,
Cloak?
Wheel Gator, Bubble Crab, Flame Stag, Morph
Maybe it's
Moth,
Cloak.
Magna Centipede, Crystal Snail, Overdrive Ostrich, and Wire Sponge. The game starts when you're storming the X-Hunters base, I think, and this
Maybe
guy,
Plague Doctor?
I've included him because he's a fan favorite. A green biker dude, they call him. He's just I guess he was another Maverick Hunter. He's the only other, normal person Reploid that you see, I think until X4. The only other Reploids you see are the bosses, who all look like freak animals. Yeah, all the Maverick
This is really annoying.
The X series are all themed around some kind of animal plus some kind of substance or element or concept. Chill Penguin, Spark Mandrill, etc. So this guy, he's on his bike along with X, and he just gets blown away, obliterated, as they're assaulting the X-Hunters fortress. Rip green biker dude, never forgotten. Anyway, these are the three X-Hunters. They are, what are they called? Agile, Violens, and Surgeons. So, yeah, these guys are those parts, and they're putting them back together, but they need
I think I found
his
it.
IC chip, or his central process, his brain.
Soon. Where is it?
Dr. Kane has Zero's brain, so they can't remake him without that. So, what you do is you
Where is
have to
it?
fight through the stages, and if you want, you can go to the you can see where the three X-Hunters are. You can go to where they are and find them.
Maybe it would be under
If you find them in the
here.
stage, you can fight them, and if you fight all three of them before the end, you will have collected all of the Zero parts that will let you put them back together. And if you do that, if you collect all the parts, then they can't assemble him. So, in the end, when you get to the final boss, the final zone, if you have collected all the parts, they will present Sigma's there, by the way. They've brought Sigma back. He's got a new body. Only his body was destroyed. They made him a new one. So when you get there, Sigma will have Zero with him. If you collected all the parts, it'll be like a black decoy.
Where is
Zero,
it?
and you don't have to fight him.
I just make it up as I go on.
If you don't get the parts, they successfully reconstruct.
Insane in the membrane. I know.
Sorry, Maverick Hunters.
Really annoying.
Where Dr. Kane is, and they steal Zero's brain circuit or whatever.
Yes.
So you can fight
okay.
Zero in that case if they have the parts. Either way,
Where is
you
it?
fight Sigma,
Where?
and the day is saved.
Where?
Something about the localization. Of
Where
X
are
games.
you?
In English,
I can't find
everyone calls
it.
X Mega Man X, and I think the text is written as being spoken by Mega Man X. To clarify this, because it's very odd, in the first game, Mega Man X, no other character calls him Mega Man X. Everyone refers to him as X, although the intro eye-catch animation does refer to him as Mega Man X. But that makes sense, because those were probably written by Dr. Light, who might have called him that, before he was unearthed and the Age of Reploids began. In X2, pretty much everyone calls him Mega Man X. Sometimes they call him X, but usually it's the full Mega Man X. The in-game narration also calls him Mega Man X, and his dialogue boxes are labeled not
think
even
I
as Mega
found
Man
it.
X, but just as Mega Man. And then in X3, his dialogue boxes continue to be labeled just Mega Man, although in X3, nobody calls him Mega Man X. Everyone just calls him X again. And then in X4 onward,
Okay,
it's just
I found it.
in English. This is all.
I did it. I found it. I found the reference.
Okay, glad we got that clear. In Japanese, that's not the case.
I
In
got the
Japanese,
reference.
everyone just calls
I
him
have the
X.
reference.
Nobody
I've
knows what a Mega Man
referenced.
is. However, there are exceptions to this, because in Japanese, there are a few specific people who do call him that. And by that I mean Rockman, because it was in Japanese, but you know, the equivalent. They call him by the name.
Reference has been found.
Reference
Reference acquired. Reference
acquired.
acquired.
So in Japanese, the only people that call X Rockman X are Kane, Sigma, and this guy Surges, one of the 3 X Hunters. Some more notes about this guy. Again, they changed his dialogue in English to the point that all of what I'm about to say doesn't really apply. In English, he talks about rebuilding Zero like it's a prophecy of some kind, like they're fulfilling the prophecy. In Japanese, there are some suggestions in the text that this guy might be Dr. Wily, or he might at least like have Dr. Wily's memories or something. First of all, he pilots a big machine, which is like something Wily would do, but I mean, okay, that's not really proof of anything. But when you beat him in Japanese, he says his dying words are something about like he regrets being defeated by the last memento of Dr. Light. That seems telling. When Sigma dies in this game, when you beat him, he says like Zero, he is the last of the Doctor's creations. You know, the Doctor being Wily. Like the fact that they were able to rebuild Zero out of his pieces is a little weird. They also upgrade him. They give him, he has like a character design change. He gets these 2 green gems on his body when he's rebuilt. Actually, Zero has the green chest gems in the concept art for the first X game. They're just not on his in-game sprite, so I don't know. And he also gets big new shoulder pads. That, I mean, you could call that like just a cosmetic change, but you're not really supposed to be able to just put a Reploid back together. They're kind of supposed to just die like humans, although just like in the original formula, you know, at the end of a Mega Man X game, you fight all the Mavericks again in sequence. So I guess you could say that someone brings them back to life, or it could just be a replica, because you can make 2 identical copies of a Reploid. They're not the same person, they're just 2 identical people. They're like twins, basically. You're not really supposed to be able to bring a Reploid back to life once it's dead. And yet, they pretty much do. Which is strange, and would seem to imply that there's some connection there, and the rest of his dialogue in Japanese. There's clearly an implication being made. Whether he is Wily in a robot body, or whether he just has Wily's memories maybe in his, you know, transplanted in his memory chip or whatever, either one could explain what happens here. And there you go. Big black line. Wily is Surge's, maybe kind of.
Maybe kind of.
Burning daylight. So the next year in the real world was 1994, and this was the year that Mega Man X3, Mega Man Roman numeral V, there, with the one with the aliens, and Mega Man 7 was all released. So since I'm already talking about X, I guess I'll talk about X3, and then I'll jump back to 7. Ugh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating because I just power walked to the hardware store to try and buy another light to try and replace the daylight that's fading. I didn't. They were closed. They closed an hour earlier than I thought they would. So that's unfortunate. All right. Ugh, cool off. Okay, so X3. I'm not 100% sure on this. I'm pretty sure, though, that X3 is the first time they come out and say that Sigma is now a virus. He is the Sigma virus. He has become a computer virus. That's the form he now takes, and the reason why he can continue to come back. When his body is destroyed, his mind has become a computer virus that infects other Reploids.
You want me to stop it? You want me to stop the video?
Which I think could probably be
Do you want me to stop the video and replace it with something else, or? Nah, I like the video. Okay. Yeah, no, there's a lot of lore in it. The funny thing about it is, like, I never oh god. The squeak got, what the fuck? I'm just saying, yeah, it's a lot of lore. Mega Man's one of those games you wouldn't expect it to have so much lore to, which is what blows my brain about it. There's like a whole channel called Reploid Revo that is like purely dedicated to just like Mega Man lore. And you're gonna be surprised which games are also connected if you ever played any of them. So, yeah, let's go.
Taken as a sort of twist reveal that Sigma is a computer virus. They don't call him a virus in X2, and in 3, you know, Doppler makes the vaccine, so he's definitely a virus by then. I would say the actual Sigma is the virus reveal takes place in X2. So from now on,
there's a reason why you had to make the best part about this is you're not even like halfway through with the lore. It's not even like halfway through. You're like you're like at just the fucking first quarter of it. You're halfway through the halfway through.
You get infected by it, you become a maverick. Now, at this point, the definition of a maverick becomes even muddier because it is not necessarily the same thing to talk about being a maverick and contracting the maverick virus. They are often conflated, and it's very frustrating, especially in some of the later games, which kind of seem to lose the plot about this topic. You could be a maverick before the Sigma virus. You didn't have to get infected by a virus to go crazy. Some people just go crazy, or some people just choose to do bad things that would get them labeled a criminal, or in a Reploid's case, a maverick. But yeah, this virus, if you get infected with the Sigma virus, it will turn you into a maverick because it will infect your mind with Sigma's, robot supremacist philosophy. You basically become a follower of Sigma. You believe what he believes. It's not really clear in the game itself, but Vile, in several other pieces of media depicting the events of X1, is sometimes portrayed as he was just bad from the beginning. He kind of went maverick because he wanted to. Like, he does join Sigma, and I guess that would eventually imply that he is infected with the Sigma virus, but he just was kind of a bad egg, troublemaker, hurt people before. So when Sigma comes along and he's leading like a rebellion, basically, he's like, sign me up. I hate these guys. Oh, you know what? Gosh darn it. I skipped over Extreme. Honestly, they might call Sigma a virus in this one too. I'm not sure. Extreme was on the Game Boy Color.
The Sigma virus can't take... I know. Yeah, it's...
Mega Man X. They made 2 of them.
What a Sigma.
These 2 guys, Zane and
yeah, dude. If you get the Sigma virus, you become 10 times more fuckable, actually.
Bad guys, they're mavericks. They don't like X. They want to kill him. They can script this guy. Techno is the purple guy. He is like a hacker. They get him to, I don't know, do something to the mainframe computer, mother computer that runs society or whatever. They hack into the mainframe, and I guess they upload maverick data from the previous 2 games. So in the computer, in the data world, you go inside the computer and you fight their data versions of them. So this is the excuse in this game for why you're fighting these Reploids again a second time. This game starts with a very interesting bit where I guess X is... I'm not sure if he's in the computer doing a simulation or if he's just having a dream. It's not quite clear, but it starts with a segment where you replay through the highway segment from X, and you get to the end and you fight Vile, and this time it goes differently. You beat him and you win. Is this like a fantasy of X's, or is it the simulation? Is it showing that X is stronger now? You can beat the simulation better? I don't know. On your side, though, you got this guy, Mitty. Mitty is your computer guy who helps you hack into the mainframe. So you and Zero are doing this together. You can call Zero for some, like, summon attacks, basically. And, you fight him in the computer. After you beat all the Mavericks, you go to the Shadowhunter base. You fight these guys, too. Kill them. Whatever. You go to the Shadowhunter base where Techno is...
You think the Sigma virus just, like, makes you, like, an incel or something? I wonder if that's what the Sigma virus really does do to people. That's why they start, like, attacking to people. Because they feel like they haven't gotten laid enough. I'll be back. Gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'm drinking way too much water. I'm drinking enough water. Oh. Water.
Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Water. Water.
Hey, Walter. Hey, water. Hey, Walter. I need some water. That I'm really funny, actually. I don't know about you, but I am really funny. Yeah. The impression I can't. I know. I'm funny. I know I'm funny, okay? We don't ever have to question it. Water. Hey, water. Oh my god. My brain. Wait. That was silly. I am a silly gal. Wait, there's something I need to show you before we continue on real quick. And, come on. No. I need to continue with this drawing. I need to continue working. I'll show you some other time.
Sitting at his computer, and you're like, "Hey man, stop doing this!" And you kill the mother computer to stop him from hacking in, and he's like, "Oh god, oh no, I somehow tied my servos or whatever in with the computer because you killed the computer. Now I'm dying too." And then he dies, and then your friend Mitty shows up and he's like, "Techno, oh no, you were my brother, Techno, and you died right in front of me. No!" And Techno, who's still a little bit alive, he's like, "I'm sorry, I was weak. I gave in to the Sigma virus," kind of implying that he deliberately chose to maybe become a Maverick or something. What if there is no virus? What if it's actually just all our choices? What if the Maverick virus is just an op? It's just something. It's just a convenient excuse that we lay at the feet of people choosing to go against society. What if it's all just a conspiracy? What if there is no virus and it's all just a cover up? I don't know. But he says, "I was weak. I gave him the Sigma virus. Oh, I let it take me over. Oh, I'm so weak." And Mitty says, No, you were good. You're a genius. My brother, no." And then Techno dies, and X is like, "Ugh." And Mitty is like, "No, wait, it's even worse than that, because Techno died because you killed the computer, and Techno was hooked into the computer. Well, me and Techno were brothers, and we're like super brothers. We were like part of each other, and because Techno died, I'm gonna die too. So it's really bad." And then he dies, and it's so sad. Anyway, yeah, they all die. And then you fight Sigma, and the day is saved. RIP. Okay, now we can talk about
Jesus.
Establish that Sigma.
Jesus Christ.
In the intro to X3, it tells us that this guy called Dr. Doppler, who is a scientist who is also a Reploid, he has created a vaccine.
That is so sad.
The Maverick virus, aka the Sigma virus. Those are more or less two words for the same thing. Interesting note here that I only really found out later. The intro to the game does not say that Doppler is using a vaccine or an antivirus. It merely says that he uses a neurocomputer to suppress abnormal behavior and prevent Reploids from going berserk. It's only at the end, after Sigma, reveals that he exists in this viral form, that it's revealed that he's using a vaccine or an antivirus, and that was the method by which he was doing this. The English manual, though, in this funny little, look at this. It's like a website. It's like an internet website from the future that Reploids might, like if you were a Reploid in the year 21XDX and you wanted to keep up with the latest happenings on your Yahoo news group or whatever, you would go to Reploids on the web, on the worldwide site, and you might see a news update saying, alert, yeah, the Maverick virus has broken out. The Doppler antivirus was a placebo. Oops, we're doomed. So the manual spoils this reveal, I guess, but it's worth it because look at this. They in the X world, we never evolved beyond 1990s style internet, even in the 100 years since then. So just spectacular. So he has created a vaccine, and he has started a little community that he calls Doppeltown. And he's like, hey, move to Doppeltown. I'll give you the vaccine. Reploids can be free of the Maverick virus. We're gonna beat this thing. And everyone's like, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool, awesome. And then one day,
What the
everyone in
fuck?
Doppeltown goes Maverick and goes on a rampage. And Doppler's like, nope, I tricked you. So you gotta fight him. Also, he's got these two underlings called Bit and Bite. You fight them as well. They are collectively known as the Shadow... No, sorry, not the Shadow Hunters. They are the Nightmare Police. Also, Vile is back. He died in X1, but I guess Doppler brought him back and he upgraded him into Vile Mark II. You're starting the game, and then this guy shows up, and I think he's got Zero captive, and you're like, oh no, Mac.
Oh wait,
who I've
fuck,
known
I
for
forgot.
years, fellow member of the Maverick Hunters. How could you do this? And he's like, haha, X, we may have been close personal friends, and you've always known me, and we've had a deep personal bond, but I'm evil now. He's a total throwaway character who is immediately like, I was a hunter with you, but now I have betrayed you. And then you kill him, and nobody ever speaks his name ever again. The Mavericks in this game are, oh god, what are they called? Neon Tiger, Gravity Beetle, Crush Crawfish, Drill Rhino, Toxic Seahorse, Volt Catfish, Blast Hornet, and I think Blizzard Buffalo. I hope I got those all right. Some of them, I think, were ex-Maverick Hunters. That might be established later. I don't think it says that in the game anywhere. That might be like post facto for some book. Some write-up includes like, oh yeah, Blast Hornet was also part of the aerial division along with Storm Eagle because they could fly. So duh. You fight them. You fight Vile. You fight the Nightmare Police. Bit and Bite combine into this weird god-looking thing, this like centaur Buddhist statue-looking thing that throws its arms at you, and it has the coolest name of any boss ever. God Karma Shin O Inari is the name of their combined form. Awesome. Oh, Doppler is building a giant battle body. He's building a giant battle body for Sigma. That's his master plan. He's going to bring Sigma back because, he's infected. He's infected. I forgot to mention. Doppler is infected with the virus. It got him. That's why he's done this. That's why he infected everyone in Doppeltown with the virus. That's why he made the fake vaccine to trick everyone. But he's building a battle body, but you fight him, and then you fight Sigma. You fight Sigma in the battle body, I think. And then Sigma comes out of the battle body as the virus, and he's just floating around. And you got to fight him as this floating data virus. He's out, he's just embodying himself in the atmosphere as a data energy being, which is interesting. And then at the end of that, I think depending on some things that happened previously, because in X3 you can call Zero, you can swap to Zero and play as Zero in certain sections. And I think depending on whether you let Zero die or not, or maybe whether you got the gold armor by letting Zero die against that one mosquito boss. Or no, that's not how you get the gold armor. That's how you get the Z-Saber. You can get the Z-Saber in this game. There's one boss where if you call Zero, you can't call Zero against any other boss. But if you call Zero against this one mini-boss, Zero will immediately get obliterated and lose. And then
I hope you're having fun
and he's like,
if you're
"Hey,
watching
I
this
lost
still.
really hard, X. I guess this one's up to you. Here, take my sword." And you're like, okay. And then you get X with the Z-Saber. Wait a minute. Yeah, Zero has a sword, and I have this. This is the moment. This is the moment to reveal that I have a cool pointer.
Yes, I just zoned out. Well, yeah, that's fair.
The moment has come. Where was I? Anyway, depending on
Too.
whatever, either Doppler will show up at the last minute and hit Virus Sigma with the vaccine, which turns out it was real. He really did have a vaccine, and kill him for good. Once and for all. Never to return. We finally did it. Sigma is vanquished forever. Or, if something else happened, Zero will show up, and he'll hit Sigma with his Z-Saber, and he'll be like, haha, I got Doppler's vaccine, which was real, by the way, and I put it in my Z-Saber somehow, and I hit Sigma with it just now, and now he's vanquished forever, never to return. So, you know, great. In the end, you see the Sigma Fortress or the Doppler Fortress, whatever. You and Zero are watching it crumble on a cliffside, and the ending narration is
That
like,
sounds kind of romantic.
yes, X and Zero were victorious this day, but the threat of Sigma is not done, perhaps, and X doesn't know it, but one day he will have to kill Zero. Nobody knows why yet. We know we just killed our villain off, but X and Zero are going to have to fight eventually, so stay tuned. I just think that's really funny. Since we've established now that Sigma is a virus and Sigma infects Reploids, and that is not the only way, but one way in which they turn Maverick, I'm gonna draw some lines.
Sigma.
Same year as
Oh, you liked Sigma?
also released a little
You
game,
miss Sigma?
Mega Man.
You miss your daddy?
Power Battle. And in Mega Man the Power Battle, you could play as Mega Man, Proto Man, or Bass. I haven't even introduced Bass yet, because he debuts in Mega Man 7. I'm not sure whether 7 or Power Battle came out first. Bass he's like Shadow the Hedgehog. He's a robot who's made to be the strongest robot and to beat Mega Man. He's right. This is him. He has a robot dog named Treble. Their original names in Japanese were Forte and Gospel. I don't know why they had to change them, because it's not like they wanted to ditch the music theme, because they kept the music theme, because they called them Bass and Treble. I don't know what was wrong with Forte and Gospel. I think those names are fine, but whatever. They made it Bass and Treble. Bass actually had his name changed twice. In his most earliest concept sketches, he was called Baroque, which was sort of a play on rock, like Baroque rock. I don't know, they kind of sound...
Baroque Obama.
Baroque Obama. Never mind. Anyway, and the dog was going to be called Crush, as a more, rock has Rush, Baroque has Crush. That was the plan. Then, for inexplicable reasons, they changed it to Forte and Gospel. And then for equally inexplicable reasons, in English, they changed that to Bass and Treble. I don't know. Anyway, you can play as him in this game. If you beat it as Proto Man, the ending cutscene you get is just like, who is Proto Man? Why is he mysterious? What does he do all day? Nobody knows, and that's all you get. If you play as Mega Man and you beat it, you get a little thing where Light says that robots shouldn't hurt humans. And this is interesting. He says, Light says that robots shouldn't hurt humans, but Mega Man thinks that robots need to determine right and wrong for themselves. Maybe, in some cases, it might be justified to hurt a human. Maybe a robot could use a little bit of free will if only someone would invent, like a robot with free will. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't that be a nice premise for a sequel? If you play as Bass, Wily, you're rebelling against Wily. You're his creation, but you're an asshole. And basically, you hate
Oh my
him.
god.
You think that he's an idiot. He may be your dad. He may have created you, but you think he's an idiot for making other robots. You think all his other creations are trash, and he is a fool for relying on them when you are obviously superior, and you're going to prove it to him by
Wow, what a
trying
jealous
everything else
bitch.
that he makes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Robots do
Wily
cry.
made him basically for the same reasons as he made the Mega Man killer. You know, to kill Mega Man, to be the strongest, and to kill Mega Man. Actually, I guess that's kind of why he makes all of his robots, now that I think about it. That brings me to a point that I wanted to make about a video by Brian David Gilbert on YouTube. He goes through all the Robot Masters and he ranks them according to how useful they are. And it's a very funny video. I like it a lot. Some of the robots are very silly. But one thing that I think he glosses over in that video is he points out that a lot of robots are just built for combat, and he sort of puts those in a side category of not useful because, fighting doesn't really add anything to humanity, and that's true. And then there are a bunch of other robots that have a bizarrely specific purpose, like the example he gives is Slash Man, who exists to cut down trees to build secret bases, which is like, how does that serve humanity? Well, the answer is that it doesn't, but there's a reason for that, and it's because Wily made him, and Wily is a bad father, and he built this robot with this hyper-specific purpose because he needed a secret base built, so he built Slash Man to cut down trees for it, and that's all Slash Man is good for. Same with, like, Turbo Man. Wily just needed a guy to fight Mega Man, and he was like, what can I make a guy out of? And he had a car, so he's like, I guess I'll turn this car into a guy. I need more guys. So that's what he did. And that's why Turbo Man is just a guy who was a car, and that's his whole thing. Because Wily just made him because why not? Wily's just like, I'll turn this thing into a fighting robot. That's what I do, is I make fighting robots. That's the reason why a lot of robots have a stupid purpose. There is a rationale behind it. All the robots made, well, most of the robots made by Light and Cossack are either explicitly or are later kind of retroactively given a sort of somewhat rational reason to exist. Wily doesn't make robots to serve humanity. In fact, I think some later games it almost has a sort of robot supremacist kind of vibe to him. I mean, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is something that is more elaborated upon in Mega Man 11, much later. But he has a sort of philosophy where robots shouldn't bother to strive for equality. They should just prove that they're better than humans. They have to dominate them, show that they're better than them. Which is, I mean, it's not exactly what Sigma thinks, but I feel like there's a parallel there. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Let's continue. Oh yeah, anyway, if you beat Power Battle as base, you get a cutscene where Wily tells you that
Oh my god, my brain is like starting to deactivate.
is gonna blow you away. You're nothing.
Or it's trying to deactivate.
Told you, it's Zero. Wily made Zero. He's definitely talking about that he's building Zero. Although, I guess he could be talking about King, which is, I'll explain who King is when I get to his game. I guess he could be talking about King too. Alright, so...
Oh, it's going to look so cool. I know. I'm really excited.
So Mega Man 7, or Rokuman 7.
Yeah, seeing some of your art was really helpful for me to like feel better, because you spent like 6 hours on some of your art and it really pays off. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, I want my art to look like that.
After the battle against Wily was over, Rockman could successfully go back to being Rock, go back to a peaceful life. There's no more conflict until 37 years later, Wily from the past
no problem.
to the future and conspires with future Wily to get Rock and turn him into Quint and bring him back to the past and ruin everything.
Oh no.
That's not what happens, because Dr. Wily had a contingency plan where he had left in his lab several robots who were
Oh, my brain hurts
activate
so much right now.
Find him in the event that he were to disappear, be arrested or something. So 6 months later, these robots reactivate and they come and they break Wily out of jail, and he's back, baby. This is the real debut. Where's my dang Z-Saber? This is the real debut of Base, who is, like I said, Shadow the Hedgehog. He's just grim. Just wants to fight, just wants to beat Mega Man, wants to be the strongest, doesn't care about anything else. Will blow up Wily's lab if he feels like it. You fight him. Anyway, Wily's got some new robots. What do we got? I think, let me see if I remember. Chill Man, Junk Man. What the heck is this guy's name? Cloud Man, Spring Man, Slash Man, Night Man? No. Shade Man and Turbo Man. Burst Man. This guy with the crown is Burst Man. At one point, Wily goes to a robot museum. He breaks into the robot museum and he steals Guts Man. He retrieves Guts Man, who is on display from this robot museum. I think he repurposes him into like a tank or something. You fight Bass and Treble. You beat him. Oh, I forgot to mention at the beginning, there is this guy Otto is new. He's driving a car. In this game, you can buy stuff from him. You can buy, I think it's screws in this game. Actually, there was one of the handheld games, I think, introduced P chips as like a thing you could find and collect and buy items in a store between levels, and that was it was one of them.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
It was 4, Roman numeral 4, P chips. Anyway, yeah, 7. They're screws now, but they serve the same thing. You collect them and you buy stuff. Otto is the guy who sells them to you. He travels around in a giant robot called Big Eddie. That is a
Okay, I was just checking to see if the microphone still works.
A funny robot who you can buy things from. There's a part where you find Base wounded, and you're like, "Oh no, Base, are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh dang, I can't believe I lost. I got wounded." And you say, "Well, hey, go to Light's lab. Light'll fix you." And he's like, "Wow, appreciate it. Thanks, Mega Man." So you go on with your mission, and then you get done, and you come back to Light's lab, and you find it wrecked. Because you trusted Base and you sent him back to Light's lab and he trashed the place, betrayed you. Oh yes, and he steals.
That was very unbased of him.
He steals the rush adapters. Okay, I forgot to mention, but in Rockman 6, in Mega Man 6, the abilities that Rush gave you, the thing you could jump on him and fly, you could bounce on him, they were replaced with forms that you could merge with him. You could merge with him to become like a big punch through a wall guy. I think there was a jet version of it that let you fly a little bit. So in 7, that is expanded upon. You can become Rush Adapter, Super Mega Man, or whatever. You turn red, lets you fly, changes your moveset a little bit. So, yeah, you let Base into Light's lab, and he trashes the place, and he steals the adapters. And then later, when you fight him, he does a cute little, hey, I'm also gonna merge with my dog, and him and Treble merge into a cool purple flying robot thing, and it's great. It's awesome. Looks rad. You beat Base. You confront Wily. Wily tells you, yeah, I made Base. He's my guy. He's unruly, but at the end of the day, he's my guy. I made him. Haha. You suck, Mega Man. And you beat him. And here's another, maybe the biggest localization kerfuffle.
Oh, this one.
It's a mistake, and
so
I don't
weird.
agree with it, but also it does kind of thematically tie into that thing I mentioned, how at the end of Power Battle, Light says robots shouldn't hurt humans, but maybe robots need a way to choose for themselves. I'm reading too much into it, by the way. It's not. It's a mistake. Let me explain what I'm talking about. At the end of the game, you fight Wily, and you beat him, and he's bowing. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm an old man. Don't kill me. Mega Man says, like, you aren't going to fool me again. You do this.
Isn't Transformers? What are you talking about?
Oh, you're so helpless. Oh, please forgive.
Transformers. It has robots. Of course it's Transformers.
I have no idea how to play this thing. 3, 2, 1. I think this is gonna need some work.
Helpless. Oh, please forgive me. To heck with you. And he pulls out his Buster, and he starts charging his Buster, and he's aiming it at Wily. And he says, I'm going to do what
God, imagine trying to make a Transformers lore video. Jesus,
I was taken aback by this.
Hell.
And he says, I think in English he specifically refers to, the Isaac Asimov laws of robotics. A robot cannot harm a human. In Japanese, I don't think he is so specific about it. I think he just sort of says, like, you, a robot, will harm me, a human? Like, he's just, like, taken aback.
You're right. My bad.
Drops the ball. In Japanese,
this is also Ava and Voltron. True.
And he says, ...
Yeah.
Like, he can't think of anything to say.
Is Voltron a robot, though? I thought he's more so like a mech. I mean, the things are alive, so I guess I guess Voltron is a robot. Because, like, the lions are alive.
I think he chastises Mega Man for you hesitated.
Voltron's alive.
In English, he says, like, he who hesitates is
robot is robot. That's true.
Mega Man. So
Ava?
Mega Man has
What's Ava again?
To me, that reads,
oh, Evangelion. Jesus, I'm fucking stupid.
He has to acknowledge that,
Wait, Avas aren't robots, though. Wait.
Cannot harm a human.
Have you how much of Ava have you seen?
Very strange thing. He says,
how much of Ava have you seen?
A robot. Die, Wily. But his animations.
How much Ava? Like, did you see the movie or did you see just the show?
Lowers his Buster. I guess you could read this in a couple ways. You could assume that he's right. that like, yeah, he is more than a robot, and he was gonna do it.
The original show, that's... Yeah, so you know they're not robots.
It was interrupted by the crumbling of the...
They're not robots at all.
The timing of it
They're
really
angels.
suggests that he lowers it before
They're
the place
people.
starts crumbling, but maybe you could say that
They're human beings.
a mistake or whatever. So you could assume that he was actually going
I
to
forgot, my bad.
He is,
Yeah.
in fact, more than a robot.
You should feel
But he's
bad
not.
for not
We're
knowing
getting this
lore at all
interpretation
times.
Entirely. It doesn't make any sense.
They're human beings.
And I don't think there's any good argument for it. It's like a touchy feel, like, oh, he transcended. Oh, he transcended his... He can murder. He can murder.
Murder now.
I don't believe it. Why would he be able to do that? You could read it as, like, he can't do it, but he thinks he can do it. Like, he says he's going to do it, and he intends to do it, but he nevertheless can't, and so he doesn't.
Oh, God.
Base comes in, leaves with Wily. Kind of like Proto Man, by the way. Similar to how Proto Man was going to rescue Wily.
Oh, God.
He didn't, because the block fell on him, or so he thought. And then, I guess the other way you could read it is that...
One more
he
half
says,
hour and then I'm done.
I'm more than a robot, die Wily, but he doesn't actually mean it. He's just saying it because he wants to, but he knows that he can't actually do it, and then he lowers his buster. And I guess that's pretty much the same as the last scenario I just laid out. They both amount to the same thing. He can't do it. Either way, I don't think that the animation suggests that he could have done it. I think in either case, the takeaway is he can't do it. But in the English, I guess, he's saying he can do it. I think he's just wrong. If you believe him, I think you're a rube. But it's up to you. So, weird change to the localization there.
Okay.
I don't know why they did it. Don't agree with it. But it is what it is. Whew, I'm back from a quick break. You might notice the shadows deepening.
Sorry, I'm just taking a 5-minute break and resting my eyes for a little bit.
It's dark.
Really?
I was
God.
gonna record in sunlight, but you know what? I'm on a deadline. I'm moving day after tomorrow, and whatever. I'll just let the lighting be bad. It's that, or have a sudden scene change, record in a different location, and it'll look weirder that way. So this is the best thing. Before we move past Mega Man 7, I want to say something about Roll. The opening cutscene to this game, she talks a little bit. You're in your car with Otto, and you're driving. Roll has done almost nothing. She is just window dressing who shows up in some ending cutscenes and just stands there. She doesn't do anything. Like I said, the original game was planned to be about rescuing her from being kidnapped. That didn't happen. And ever since then, she's just kind of been around. I don't think she ever got a speaking role. Even Kalinka got one line in the game that she debuted in, when she says, "Don't hurt my dad," while he's controlling him. I don't think Roll ever even gets that until 7. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the point is, she's a staple of the series. She's been there since day one. And she was always planned to be there, but they just don't do anything with her. Even though we know she's got a strong sense of justice, because she resisted Wily's radio waves in Rockman World 4. What's the deal? So the next year, in 1994, Power Fighters, full title Mega Man 2, The Power Fighters, was released as another arcade game. It's another, boss battle gauntlet beat 'em up. The story is just some cutscenes you get at the end. You can play as Mega Man, Proto Man, Base, or a new character, Duo, who I'll get to in a second. Well, I guess I'll mention now that Duo is an alien. Is he related to the Star Droids? I don't know. He's from space. When they were conceiving of him, he was originally meant to be a creation of Dr. Cossack. So, wasting my sword. He was originally meant to be a creation of Dr. Cossack, but which I guess is why they sort of designed him to look Russian. He does kind of have that hat look about him. They designed him to look Russian, but then they changed their mind and said, no, he's an alien. So, I don't know. But he still just looks like that. In Proto Man's ending for this game, to give you a little bit more about him, Light says, Proto Man, come home. Let me fix your terminal defect. Proto Man says, no, Dad. You don't understand. I like being f***ed up. No, he's just like, I'll go my own way, man. He just doesn't wanna. I don't think they mentioned the thing about how it'll erase his memories. But you know, if you're
I forgot.
hard, you
My
probably know
bad.
that already.
Understanding.
In Base's storyline,
I need
Wily talks
to
about Base
to do
and
that
says
lol
he's
when I'm
made
drawing.
made
Yeah,
him,
I need to like let myself have
this
like
is
moments where I sleep.
longest
I've been like doing that a lot
something or
lately.
other. It's some new thing that he made, and he made Base out of it.
The
And
problem
Base
with
said
it
was
though is
wrong,
like it means
and Base
I
said
need
it
to
was good.
work in my sleep
But
schedule
he
though.
also tells Base. This time he explicitly shows Zero. You see Zero silhouette. He tells Base again, "Hey, I'm working on a new robot."
Yeah, it's also more sad that she doesn't have a speaking role and her name is also Oral. Isn't that really ironic? Isn't that just so fucked up and ironic? It sucks.
And this one's way better, and you're gonna suck in comparison soon, you idiot. Base calls
For
Zero
real.
girly legend when he sees the schematics, which is pretty funny. Duo tells Mega Man, like, my debt to you is repaid, Mega Man. And that's like, ooh, what does he mean? It was like a shameless sort of like tease for Mega Man 8. I think they say in the cutscene in text, like, what does he mean? Find out in Mega Man 8, which was releasing later that year. Also, he does something with, Duo has some, like, alien energy, or he finds some alien energy. I think he talks to Dr. Light, and Dr. Light is like, hey, Duo, I found this alien energy, and it's like some white glowing energy. He's like, what's the deal? And Duo is like, I'll take this, thanks. So what is that about? Well, we'll see. So Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8 begins with two aliens. One of them's Duo, but we don't find that out until later. There's two aliens in space fighting. One's blue, one's purple. They are having a battle, and they fall to Earth, and Duo crashes on an island, and Dr. Light's like, hey, Mega Man, go get whatever that is. Sorry, I forgot to mention that the subtitle for Rockman 8 is Rockman 8 Metal Heroes. I don't think it has a Japanese subtitle. It might have just been subtitled in English. You might have noticed from the way I've been saying, like, Rokuman 6, Rokuman 7. All the English words in Mega Man, all the names are like English words spelled out in, is it hiragana? The phonetic Japanese alphabet. Everything is named like that. So maybe it's Rokuman 8 Metaru Heroes. I don't or maybe not. So, you get this crashed robot, you take it home, Dr. Light takes care of it, it wakes up, it seemingly goes crazy, breaks out of the lab, he says, Mega Man, you gotta find it. You gotta go find it. Wait a minute, I almost forgot. Speaking of Light's voice, this was the first game to have famously terribly dubbed anime cutscenes.
Mega Man, you dare me finish this!
Hey, Bash! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies!
Shut up!
They have full-on anime cutscenes in Mega Man 8, and they look fine. The English dub is so bad.
I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wally's hands. You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
Famously bad. Dr. Light sounds like he's drunk. Like he's drunk, or he's got a speech impediment or something. He's slurring his words, and it sounds bizarre. It's awful. It's very funny, but he says, "No, go, Mega Man. You gotta go get him. It could be dangerous."
I miss bad English the same. Those are the good old days.
We may be able
Back
to
when men were men.
energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wally.
You follow this guy, this alien. He's headed towards Wily. You find him. You fight him.
The problem with this generation of men is that they're all being raised by
An evil alien.
good
And
dubbed
you don't
voice
fight him.
anime.
You find the evil alien.
And we need to bring back the poorly dubbed because it makes you more
The point is, you don't actually fight him.
manly.
Someone asked Inafune in an interview to tell them more about Duo. They were like, "Hey, what's his deal? Like, okay, he's from space, but like, who made him? Like where is he from? Where in space? Like, what organization is he a part of? Like, what's the deal with the space police? It turns
Oh
out
my
this
god,
is
dude, my
space
fucking...
And Inafune was just like, it's an action game. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you asking me these questions? Anyway, yeah, Duo was like a space cop. He was fighting this evil guy because the evil guy had evil energy. This purple energy that's dark and evil.
Who are you?
My name is Duo. I was born with the sole purpose to eliminate the evil energy from this universe.
And he says that some evil energy is on Earth, and he's got to stop it. He says evil beings create evil energy. It shows Wily as he says this. It sort of seems to imply that maybe Wily created the evil energy, or he's a source of evil energy, even though we saw the evil energy fall to Earth from space. By the way, I forgot, when you find Duo on the beach where he crashed, Wily is there, and he steals some dark energy. I think he stole it from the other alien. Whatever. He gets dark energy, and he gives it to his robot masters. There are 8 more robot masters, and this time they have dark energy. And I don't know, I guess that makes them stronger, but they're normal strength. So, whatever. They have dark energy, though. Tengu Man, Astro Man, Sword Man, Clown Man? Is that... Yeah, that's Clown Man. Search Man.
Oh my gosh.
Is that Cold Man?
Bad.
No, it's not Cold Man. It's Frost Man.
No, you spelled bad correctly, Jackson. You didn't do it wrong. You're fine.
Aquaman, I didn't mention it, but
I don't know why you're
the
correcting
Japanese name for Bomb
bad.
Man is Bombadu Man. I think, or Bomba Man. It's Bomber Man. But they didn't call him that over here. I think the first Mega Man predates the first Bomberman? No, that's not true. So I don't know why they did that in Japan. So these guys all have backstories. Some of them were made by Wily, and some of them were just requisitioned from him from other things. For instance, Tengu Man was like a weather robot, and Wily just stole him and reprogrammed him and made him for combat. I mean, they're all DWNs. They're all listed as Wily numbers. You could say Wily did enough to them that they count as his. The Mega Man 6 bots, none of them were made by Wily, but they're still listed as DWNs. Some of these guys were made by Wily and some of them weren't. They're all listed as DWNs. My point is, I didn't draw the lines on these guys or these guys, even though these guys are all working for Wily, because Wily made none of them. If I wanted to be really pedantic, I guess I could only draw the line to...
Oh, that's really that's weird. Really what the fuck?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. Jesus. 4:30. Supposed to be done around 5, I think. Yeah. And I'm not gonna sleep, okay? Make sure I stay awake this whole time, okay? Ugh. 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 I need to put socks on. Holy shit. And pants. Also pants. I should probably wear pants. Damn, I got jump scared. Oh no. I'm so sorry. That was not my intent to spook ya. I didn't intend to spook ya. I intended to spook ya. To humor ya. To laugh ya. To make ya laugh. Make 'em 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 laugh. Da 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 da. I am growing delusional by every second I am on stream right now. It's great. Hey, you good? I'm just a pathetic coward who gets scared at everything. Same. I love doing that. It's my favorite hobby. Mood. True. Checking one thing. Oh, whatever.
The robots in 8, who were actually built by Wily, are Swordman, Searchman, Grenade Man, and Frostman. And the other ones were just found by him. I don't know if that's in this game or if it's mentioned in Mega Man Base. I don't know where this information comes from. I feel stupid. I feel stupid acting on unsourced information. You know what? The wiki was wrong, or at the very least, it contradicts the manual. I can't stand it. I can't stand that there's no consensus on this.
Alright.
The manual says that Wily made Tengu Man, Astro Man, Sword Man, Search Man, Frost Man, and Aquaman. The wiki says he only made Swordman, Searchman, Frostman, and Grenade.
She has no bones here.
In fact,
She has no fat
on
here.
Aquaman's page that the story was retconned later. I'm gonna trust the manual. I don't believe in retcons. That's why I didn't play any of the remakes. I didn't play Mega Man Powered Up, and I didn't play Mega Man X Command Mission. No, Mega Man X Maverick Hunter, the remakes. I don't believe in remakes. I think they're cowardly. I think retcons are dumb. So I am going to ignore them and consider them to be an alternate canon. As far as I'm concerned, the canon Mega Man story could only include one or the other, and I gotta go with the original. And just with that, I'm going with the manual. The manual says... You know, it's actually ambiguous about Grenade Man. It doesn't say that he was made by Wily, and it doesn't say that he wasn't, so... I don't know. I already drew the line, so I'll leave it. The only one the manual says was not made by Wily was Clown Man, who it says was rescued from a canceled science fiction TV show. For 7, the wiki says Junkman, Springman, Slashman, and Turbo Man were made by Wily, and the others were requisitioned from elsewhere. I don't trust the wiki, but unfortunately the manual for 7 does not explain their backstories, so I have no other information to go off of, so I'm gonna trust it. No. You know what? I changed my mind because my rationale for giving these guys not a Wily line, and... Wait, I didn't give these guys a Wily line either. It does say Wily modified them, including Clown Man. It talks in Chill Man, Freeze Man, Frost Man's description. It does describe how he was made out of spare parts left over from when Wily was doing modifications on Clown Man. So Wily did make alterations to him, which kind of makes him his own original creation. All right, I've convinced myself. They all get a line. because I feel the implication is that they all had a serious remodeling done on them. There we go. Everyone gets a line. How convenient. I should have just done that from the very beginning. This is kind of why I kind of, at some point, maybe intended to include talk of every robot master and, like, what their deal is. I kind of decided not to do that, and the reason why is because there were so many of them that I just could not tease out, like, where the information comes from. Like,
Oh no, I forgot to draw her tits.
that he's an alien. The wiki says he's
Fuck.
an alien, but I cannot.
Alright, I gotta work on that right now. That's really important. That's like one of the most important parts.
Without an asterisk. There's not conclusive enough information about most of it, so I, like, forget it. Okay, anyway, so Duo explains to Mega Man that he is a space cop who is here to destroy dark energy. Base shows up, and Base is like, dark energy? Hell yeah! And he gets some, and he charges up, and he's powerful, but it doesn't matter. You beat him anyway. You beat Wily, and Mega Man gets infected with dark energy. And Duo's like, oh no. Can I fix him? Yes. I think it's because of his strong sense of justice.
I need me a 10-hour video on SpongeBob lore.
The dark energy, and Duo.
Yeah.
What is this?
You could watch the SpongeBob conspiracy theory videos.
This is awesome. And
That's a pretty good series on SpongeBob lore. That's probably the closest we'll ever get to SpongeBob lore, to be honest.
Mega Man 2 Power Fighters, so it's probably the same thing. And I think he says, we'll meet again or something. I don't know, something like that. That's the payoff.
Proto Man.
Mega Man, I have a message to give you from Duo.
From Duo? What is it?
He said, thank you.
Anyway, long story short, Duo says, I have to go now, my planet needs me, and then he leaves. I guess
Yeah,
to return
I'll be watching those videos.
Alright, the next year...
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
Mega Man Battle and Chase. It's a race.
I enjoyed those videos for a little bit.
Solar energy bullets. You can shoot little buster shots out of your gun. Car gun. That's the game. I played it for like 5 minutes.
He said thank you.
Games came out. Other than Battle and Chase.
You're well, I'll tell him that I'm welcome. I mean, you're welcome. Fuck.
Mega Man X4 and Mega Man Legends. So which one do I want to... I'll come back to X. I think I should talk about Legends first. But I'm too tired. I'm too tired. Maybe in the morning.
Oh my god. Drawing boobs is hard.
It's tomorrow.
Drawing boobs is hard.
Let's get into it. So as I was saying,
Drawing boobs makes me hard.
Coming out around this time, the franchise was exploding a little bit. So let's talk about Rockman Legends, aka Rockman 64, aka it was called Rockman Dash, capital D-A-S-H in Japanese. It is an acronym.
Struggle is indeed real.
Guess what it stands for? It stands for Dig Outers Adventure in Halcyon Days? No, I messed it up. Dig Outers Adventure Story in Halcyon Days? Based on a press release that I read on the Reploid Research Laboratory blog, which again you should check out if you like.
I'm looking for
about this. Based on that, it seems like even in
this comic that was like a tutorial on drawing tits.
Trying to kind of nostalgicize it, they were already kind of be like, yeah, Mega Man fans have grown up. They want something new. They want, they're raising their own kids now on Mega Man. We gotta give them something for a new generation. We gotta give them something to tap into that nostalgia, make them feel like playing video games as a kid mattered somehow. So
use Among Us.
Legends.
What do you mean?
Rockman Dash, which is totally different in every way.
Does that work? Would Among Us work? It would. Oh yeah, it would work. Yeah.
I didn't stick with it. I didn't play these as a kid.
If I don't find it, I might use Among Us. Actually, unironically.
Mega Man has.
Unironically, I'll use Among Us. Mogus.
And I think I was looking more for the twitchy jump and shoot kind of thing. So I was like,
Fuck, where is it?
I went back and replayed them for this.
I'm gonna go back to Twitter real quick.
And They were so good. I loved them. I wrote them off. I used to see like Tron Bon and the serve bots in like Capcom versus SNK and be like, who is this? What is this nonsense? They've bastardized Rockman. There's no decency anymore. Well, I've totally changed. She's great.
Among Us is everywhere. Yeah.
I never knew.
Let's see.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
say
try.
Legends. I don't like calling it Rockman Dash. I probably don't need to justify that. The thing about Legends is that it is not a side-scrolling action jump and shoot. It is a 3D sort of adventure exploration RPG, more or less, where you go around places and towns and dungeons. And
Suck. Among Us is
and you find
on
items
your
and give them
face.
to
Yeah.
people, and those people give you other things that are also items, and you get
Is it?
stuff, and you power up. And
Nope.
you
Nope. That's just porn. That's just porn.
society's problems. If only it were that simple. Anyway, the acronym dig out
Just porn.
story in Halcyon.
That is definitely
Halcyon
just porn.
Days refers
That
to
one's just
sort of
porn. That one's just porn.
mythologized,
Porn.
period,
Porn. Porn. Porn.
the
Porn.
good old days.
Porn.
Basically,
Porn.
dig
Porn.
outer.
Porn. Porn.
Now,
Porn.
a dig
Porn.
outer is a central thing in the story.
There. Wait.
Dash or Legends. A dig outer
No, that's
is
not
like
it.
digger in English, and it basically means
Porn.
an
Porn.
adventurer
Porn.
or
Porn.
an excavator.
Porn.
Someone
Porn.
who goes into
Porn.
ancient ruins
Porn.
and
Porn.
finds things.
Porn.
The
Porn.
world
Porn.
of Legends
Porn.
runs
Porn.
on these ancient
Porn.
pieces of
Porn.
technology called
Porn.
quantum refractors that were
Porn.
left behind by whoever
Porn.
built all
Porn.
these ancient tunnels and ancient
It's
dungeons.
just
They're
porn,
ancient
though.
dungeons
That's
and
all it
tunnels
is.
Under everything, they're full of these ancient robots called Reaver bots. And they have
Who
these
even
things called
likes
quantum
porn
refractors that are the
these
power
days,
source
you
for
know?
everything.
Like,
the world has a spelunking base.
the world's more than
you
just
might
porn.
say. You gotta go down and get these things. That's the money of the future. Is these energy producing quantum refractors. So dig outers go down and delve these depths and find them. So you play as all right. Right off the bat, I have to get into some localization stuff. In English, your name is Mega Man. Mega Man Volnut. You have a first name, last name. Your first name is
This
Mega
is so
Man,
annoying.
and you are a guy. And your sister, but don't worry, you're adopted.
Oh, yeah, this is the part.
She's nice. She wears red. Oh, and she does machines. You two are collectively dig outers, although you, Mega Man, are the dig outer and she is the spotter. Basically the person who contacts the dig outer via radio and tells you like, hey, I'm looking at the signals and hey, ooh, I'm seeing a signal over here. Ooh, looks like danger over there. That's dig outer and spotter. That concept of the person who's in the field doing the adventure stuff and the person who is contacting them by radio, the X Games will become obsessed with it for some reason. Then again, X4 has...
I swear, I found it easily at one point.
Who knows who started that trend? But
The site needs better
Little Pet Monkey,
better
for some
search
reason, get into him.
searching on the
Grandpa.
site.
Not
There
you,
needs to be
but
better
your own
searching
grandpa, 'cause you're
added to the
adopted.
site,
This
honestly.
guy, Barrel.
Because it can't be my fault. I
Parents say
refuse
things,
to admit
and
that's
she
my fault
wants
that I
to
can't
find
find
out
this.
is her mom,
I
Matilda.
refuse.
She has a dad too, but he is slightly less important, so I didn't put him on the board. The first game takes place
Ah,
on
fuck.
Island. And, oh, right, I forgot to mention, this world is like an ocean world. Like, the world is flooded. There are just a few islands here and there. And you
porn.
have an airship. The way people get around, most people don't get around. Most people just stay on the island. where they're
Fuck.
born. The few people that can get around have airships, and they have to airship from one island to the other. And, of course, the airships run on said quantum refractors. You get marooned on an island called Cadillac's Island, and you are there trying to find parts to fix your ship so you can keep going. Roll is on a lifelong mission to find your parents. There is a supposed
This might be it.
massive super treasure called the Mother Lode. That like everyone wants to get the Mother Lode. I think they mentioned the Mother Lode in the first game. The Mother Lode becomes central in the second game. But you are on Cadillac's Island. There's a town. You hang out.
Come
in the town.
on.
It's nice. It's really nice. Cadillac's Island is such a nice video game place with its big chunky PlayStation, PS1 polygons, with its pixelated textures. It is so charming and delightful. and I didn't appreciate it as a kid. Actually, I think I played 2. I think I rented Legends 2.
This is so annoying.
And was like, what is this? Where are the Mavericks? There are these pirates, this family of pirates, the Bon family.
It was literally a
Teasel
tutorial.
Bon, Bon, and Bon Bon, their baby brother. You might notice something weird about Bon Bon, and I'll get to that. Tron Bon is a genius robot maker type, and she has this legion of funny little dudes called Servbots, or Kobu.
Okay.
As they're called.
You know what, honestly,
According to what I've read, that word is
with the little amount of time I have left right now, I think I might actually unironically have to rely on Amogus.
But in like a mafia sort of way,
Yeah.
where you're like a Yakuza kind of setting. Maybe an English approximation would be like goon, but yeah, they call them the slightly more generic Servbots.
Sorry, let me get a good reference. Let me get a good reference for titties.
It took me a whole day to
Get a good titty reference.
Long story short, you're exploring these caves and being antagonized.
Ma'am, may you please remove your shirt for me really quick? I need a titty reference.
And I should mention before we go any
Ma'am,
further,
please stand for me right like this and show me your tits. It's for art. It's for my drawing, and it's really important.
becomes a problem because the twist at the end, the final ruin of the island opens up, and you delve deeper than ever before. Rock goes down there, and he finds all this ancient technology that's still active, and he finds this guy, and this guy is like a computer man. And he recognizes
Come
you,
on.
and he's like, Mega Man Trigger. How fortunate to see you return to our domain. And you're like, who is Mega Man? That doesn't make any sense. Because your name is not Mega Man. Your name is Rock. And so this is supposed to be like a huh? Like, you're supposed to have gone the whole game without hearing Mega Man or Rock Man. But in English, I guess they decided they had to call the character Mega Man because if they didn't, people would be confused or something. It's a little stupid. And it actually gets a little stupider in 2. I forgot to come back around to make this point, but it is important. So let me explain what I mean by it gets stupider. In 2, in the Flutter.
Yeah, that's fine.
In Grandpa Barrel's room, you can find his journal, and he describes finding Rock in like a crystal on the Forbidden Island. In Japanese, he named him Rock to go along with Roll. Haha. In English, he's named Mega Man because Roll insisted on naming him after one of her favorite video game characters. That is the reason given in English. And I guess that segues into Mega Man stuff, Rockman stuff is all over these games. Like in people's houses and in stores and stuff, you can find like Mega Man games and posters of like Zero and X and old Mega Man and Robot Masters and on magazine covers and stuff. It's hard to say exactly what.
It looks like she has She looks like she has thumbnails. I don't like that. That's gross. Ew, I don't like that.
Is named after the video game series Mega Man not in the Japanese, but in the English. That is why that's his name. I hope you feel good about knowing that. But anyway, this guy says like, "Hello, I am Mega Man Juno."
I would love to see like a English fan redub of that game.
The ancients put me here
Where
to
they
monitor
just
the
the only
population
reason to
of
make it is to change his name into Rock instead of Mega Man.
Perhaps the Mother Master System must reinitialize this island. Yes, indeed. He's part of some computer, and they're gonna like kill everyone on the island because they're like, no. This is outside of parameters. Mega Man Juno refers to the people on the island as carbons. The Japanese word is decoys. This is what he calls everyone who's living on Cadillacs. And you're like, wait a minute, reinitialize? Boy, you mean like kill everyone? No way. And then you fight him, and you beat him, and then you're like, oh no, but the computer started doing the thing it's gonna do.
Okay.
The satellite is coming down from space, and it's like,
That's all I got for today.
your monkey friend,
Yeah, that was fun.
He knows the password to stop.
I made Amogus.
Like, oh, Mega Man Trigger is your secret name. You lost your memory. of the past.
and I had fun. Thank you so much for watching.
First of all,
I'll
your,
be on
your
here
memories
literally
are
every
fine.
fucking day for the rest of my life.
So that I can
And it will be fun.
completed it. So that's
Thank you
why
very
I
much.
deeply care
See you
about
later.
the past and about this master
Tell your
secret
friends to
that
watch
seems
me,
secretly
please.
control everything. Okay, well, no more no more elaboration needed. Let's go. So you get back on the ship and you head off to greater adventures. And